He's not my Luke Skywalker. I said to Ryan, I said, Jedis don't give up. I mean, even if he had a problem, he would maybe take a year to try and regroup. But if he made a mistake, he would try and right that wrong. So right there, we had a fundamental difference. Who is this guy? How did the most optimistic, hopeful character in the galaxy turn into this hermit who says it's time for the Jedi to end? I read that and I said, what? I mean, that's not what a Jedi does. I mean, a Jedi is optimistic. A Jedi has tenacity. He never gives up. He doesn't secrete himself on an island. But you'll.
I think that the thing that George never did was maintain the status quo. And I think that that's really important because...
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
When I read 8, I told Ryan, I fundamentally disagree with virtually everything you've decided about my character. Well, you're assuming that I train Ray.
Exactly.
Sneaky.
Do I?
Sneaky.
I know I have to be really careful. People say, was it difficult to pick up and wield a lightsaber again? And I go, do I pick up?
Is it difficult acting in this movie? Am
Well,
I in this movie?
I can promise you my part is twice as big as it was in Force Awakens.
Are you bummed that Luke didn't get sort of a reunion with Han Solo?
Absolutely. In fact, when I was reading it, I thought, if Leia's trying to mentally contact me and she's not successful, she'll rush to his aid. She'll get close to him and then get into some dire situation, and that's when I show up for a big yay! Save her life. Then we rush to Han and are in the same position that Rey and Finn and Chewie are. Too late to save him, but witnesses. And I say, because it would carry so much emotional resonance into the next film. For us, his wife, his best friend to witness, instead of two characters that have known him, what, 20 minutes?
Have you been keeping Rey's secret from the beginning? Did you know about the parentage? Like, tell me about that journey of when you found out.
No. At the beginning, there was toying with like an Obi-Wan connection, and then it really went, there were like different versions, and then it really went to that she was no one. And then it came to episode 9, and JJ pitched me the film and was like, oh yeah, Palpatine's granddaddy. And I was like, awesome. And then 2 weeks later, he was like, oh, we're not sure. So it kept changing. So then even I was filming and I wasn't sure what the answer was going to be.
But this was incredible.
Fuck you!
What's up, all my UX trolls, Jorts, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as That Star Wars Girl, and I am joined by Jessi Milestone. I am so sorry. We're late. I overslept by an hour. My fault, 100% my fault. But we are here, and we're ready to do this. How you doing?
I couldn't be more excited to be here. I like the end of your intro, that little dance party.
Thank you. Yeah, so who was it? Drunk was saying that I needed an opener for my videos now. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, a lot of people do. I just hate editing. And then music is like a bitch. And I was like, I gotta have something Star Wars. And then I found like this free Star Wars remix that had like the visuals and stuff. Yeah. And it said on it, like, we are free download. And I was like, cool. That's going to be like the opener every time I do a video now.
I like it.
Thank you. What does the chat think? Do you guys like it? Put a 1 if you like it, a 2 if you don't. Hopefully it's all ones.
Hopefully it's a 1 for me. It's definitely a 1 for me, for sure.
Well, thank you. Oh my gosh, so guess what happened?
That's it, everybody. We got to wrap this up before something really bad happens. We're almost in time. Look at those girls. They're not waving at me, they're waving to Cecil. Hello.
I totally accidentally clicked that.
It's fine. I enjoyed it. I'll never sad about having to watch more drunk Cecil be drunk.
Oh, but so what I was saying was, guess what's tomorrow?
Tomorrow, the 1st of October,
Which means
Halloween season and all that shit.
it's my birth month tomorrow.
Next, your birthday month starts tomorrow, and so does Jeff's and everybody's obsession with Halloween and all that fun, wonderful stuff that I love, that I so get in the spirit for. All about that holiday spirit. Rah, rah. I'm excited for your birthday month, though. Do you have anything special planned?
It's kind of gotten fucked by the universe saying, hey, we're gonna just release this plague.
Yeah.
I wanted to go, so last year we went to Europe. We had that plan since like the beginning of the year, and then we went and it was fucking great. And I told myself, I'm like, I want to go somewhere new, like around my birthday time every year, because I think that's the best time to travel, and it's like a great experience for my birthday, because I'll never forget like being in Switzerland for my birthday. Or actually, I think I was in Germany when that happened, but I'll never forget the trip. So I was like, where can I go, since like borders are closed in a lot of countries, and it's short notice now. But I think maybe like me and Peaches might be able to take a road trip to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, cool.
But the only problem with that is it's like a week that he has the munchkin. And so it's like you can't switch weeks with the mom or whatnot. But I'm just like, I don't know. We have to figure it out. But it's either I'm going to be doing absolutely nothing, or probably be on a live stream, or I might hopefully be at the Grand Canyon. Cool. So it depends.
Fair enough.
Mm.
Have you been to the Grand Canyon before?
I have not.
It's nice. I feel like it's an understatement. It's nice. It's really beautiful. It's very like, pictures don't do it justice. It really, like, when you're there, you'll understand exactly why it's called the Grand Canyon. You'll be like, God damn, and that's pretty great.
Well, I've always wanted to see it, and I'm like, that's something that, I'll probably, according to what people have told me, will remember for the rest of my life.
Yes.
So
I definitely have all 2 of my trips.
So I want to do something like that I'll remember it forever.
Of course.
Well, now that we had that little fun intro, do you want to hear somebody give you a lecture on Cuties?
Always my favorite topic of all time. So I love it so much that I never even speak about it on my channel. So yeah, please tell me what I'm supposed to think about it, because clearly I'm all ears for someone else telling me why my feelings and opinions are wrong about it.
Well, so I covered this in a morning live stream earlier on this week once it launched, because I got tagged in it, and I was pretty pissed. So for those of you that don't know, this man is John Campia. He kind of has like a YouTube channel. It's slightly smaller than other people's channels, but he's been doing this for a long time, and he has some opinions that he think are definitive. So I just realized I need to share my audio. So people asked him about the movie Cuties, which I have seen, and did a 3-hour live stream where I broke it down scene by scene. It is a terrible movie that promotes, basically child porn and pedophilia, and just it's so much worse than you could ever imagine. And this is what some people have to say about it.
To hit for the cycle, if you will. But yeah, he's getting close. He is getting close. All right, next up, Star Wars Rocks writes, don't you think that Netflix is being a bit hypocritical by canceling a show that everybody likes in the form of The Dark Crystal, and keeping...
Oh yeah, did you hear about that?
I did hear that they were canceling The Dark Crystal, even though I heard it was a very well-liked show.
Did you like it, or did you watch it?
Didn't watch it. I've seen the movie, a handful of times, but it's just probably only 2 or 3 times, actually. And it's fine.
It's just fine.
fine. I mean, like I know people are really into it. I know, like, you know, it's fine. Like, if the show is like the movie, then good for it. But it was never one of the movies where it was gonna be like my favorite thing ever. I'm like, I love it so much, and it's not like that's not super my style, I guess.
See, I'm a huge Jim Henson fan, so
Yeah.
and I didn't watch the show yet because it was something that like I showed like my sisters the show, and I'm like, I don't want to be sad right now, so I was waiting until like I felt like more ready to watch it. But now I'm like kind of bummed that it got canceled because I'm like, oh my gosh, something good.
Yeah. Right.
But why would they cancel that but keep Cuties on? But this is what he has to say about this.
A chili porn movie on their service in the form of Cuties. Well, I mean, look, there's two things. Number one, I talked to two friends of mine, specifically. Like, I've read from a number of people that I know who saw the movie, and they said there is nothing wrong with this movie.
That's probably because they're pedos or they didn't watch the movie and they're lying about it. There is a shit ton of stuff wrong with this movie.
Audiences saw this movie at film festivals. Nobody ever said there was anything wrong with the.
Okay, this is what I had to explain, and you could actually probably go more in depth in it than I do. But so when you have like film festivals like Cannes or Sundance, tickets aren't sold to the general public. It's only people that worked on films that are in the film festival, and then they get a select amount of tickets based on what they did in the film that they were a part of. So, of course, people that were involved in making this movie aren't going to sit there and say, oh, yeah, this is a terrible movie. Also, the guy who was like the chairperson of the Sundance Film Festival has been arrested and charged for molesting a 9-year-old little girl.
That's upsetting.
Yeah.
The movie. And I finally had a chance this past week to talk to two separate individuals I know who have seen the film, and they're all like, yeah, there's nothing wrong in the movie.
Then they're either lying or they're pedophiles.
I mean, it's possible. Honestly, I don't discount that it's possible that some people just aren't bothered by it, but I think that those people are probably not thinking about the larger ramifications of it. Like, I'm not going to go on a limb and say every person who watched the movie and didn't hate it is a pedophile. I think that's the kind of absolutism I don't peddle in.
Mm-hmm.
I also
I think I'm just speaking out of anger and enragement from what I saw.
I totally get where that's coming from, having seen it and having been disgusted by it. So I think that there's a lot of again, I'm not willing to go on a limb and say that every person who watched it is touches children inappropriately, but at the same time, I think that people want to make a lot of excuses for this movie, and I just don't understand why. I don't understand why people feel the need to defend it so adamantly. It's one thing. It's kind of like, it almost reminds me in some ways of, we had this kid, or actually, it was after I did the year after I graduated. There was an instance at my school where it made national headlines too, so you probably even heard about it. But it was an issue where essentially the administration was using.
I can barely hear you.
Oh, sorry, my microphone cord's a little fucked up. Is this any better?
Talk.
Is this better at all? Can you hear me? Any better?
Much better.
Okay, let me lift the table up then, because my microphone cord's a little finicky, so I'm worried I'm not getting great input on here. There we go. But basically because of what happened to this one kid, people figured out that the administration was using laptops to spy on the students, and it was really fucked up and unequivocally wrong and messed up. But one of the annoying things for the people on the side of, one of the annoying things for the people trying to fight the administration on it was that the kid that it happened to, the kid who got disciplined based on things that they had seen on his computer when he was at home, which is wrong, unequivocally. That particular kid, though, was kind of a piece of shit, and no one really wanted to go to bat for him.
Mm-hmm.
But they were kind of stuck in that position of we want to go to bat for this thing because it's the right thing to do, even though this kid did is wrong. And I feel like there's an element of that where it's but in a more twisted way, where it's we're in this culture war. So because there's a backlash outside of Hollywood about Cuties, people in Hollywood feel the need to obsessively defend it because of my culture.
Yeah.
Without really like taking a hard look at it and being like, is this something I want to stake my name and reputation on? Is this something I really want to defend? You know, that's what I feel like has happened with this movie, which is why it's so weird and so hard to trust anything you hear about. I mean, I feel like it's the case for a lot of movies today, but I feel like Cuties really just puts it in perspective just how difficult it is for us as consumers to trust anything we hear. Because every time I hear something like this shit, I'm like, did you really like this movie? Did you really think there was nothing wrong with it? Or are you just downplaying it because, you know.
Because it's trendy and it's right thinking right now.
Exactly. So that's kind of how I feel a lot about like this whole art. I don't put a lot of stock in people who are like, this movie's great or I liked it or this. I'm like, you're just doing what you think is cool because you're fighting the bad people. And if we're all racist, terrible humans and we hate Cuties, well, then Cuties must be a great movie and a triumph. It's just like, well, why don't you open your fucking eyes and decide that for yourself?
Yeah. No, and it's just, but how they say, oh, there was nothing wrong with it. It really makes me believe that they didn't watch the movie, because I mean, leaving out all of the the sexualization and exploitation of children, it's like the story that the director wanted to get out was like a coming of age and like how the world corrupts children. And I'm like, but the world doesn't corrupt children. The little girl, Ami, goes out and seeks this stuff, and everyone tells her over and over again that she's wrong, that she's like, it's stuff that, you know, a 5-year-old would know that that's wrong. Don't do that. You're going to get in trouble. And it's like she has like this overhyped, like narcissistic personality. And so even though she knows what she's doing is wrong, she gets upset at other people who tell her that she's doing something wrong. And like, it's like when you watch like a movie, or excuse me, not a movie, a documentary about like Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer, and it's like they knew what they were doing was wrong, but they did it anyway. Like, especially like with Ted Bundy, how even when he was like trying to plead for his life and he's like, oh no, I did it because of this, and not that, even though he knew everything he was doing was wrong 100% of the time, and then he would just lie about it, and he would get upset at people that told him what he was doing was wrong. That's exactly what this main character is like. It's like the origin story of a serial killer movie.
That sounds so messed up.
Well, because she stabs a boy in the hand and then she almost drowns a little girl. And she has no remorse for it at all.
Weird to me. Like, it just seems like whatever this movie was trying to do, it seriously missed the mark.
I think that maybe the lady who did it, she says that, oh, well, this is what I was trying to do. And it's like, well, you didn't do it. You know, you epically failed at trying to say whatever message you did in every way possible.
Yeah.
But
it definitely sounds that way.
Here, I'll let you. We're gonna get lectured again by this.
By John Campia. Continue telling me how to feel about this thing. That you haven't even. By the way, thank you, John Campia, for telling me how to feel about something you haven't seen either.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a big thing. He's like, oh yeah, if you like this movie, you support A, B, C, and D. Oh, by the way, I've never seen it.
Yeah, seriously.
And the only people who are really complaining about the movie are people who haven't seen the movie.
Shut the fuck up.
You haven't seen it either, you fuckface. You should need to fucking preach.
It's like but here's the thing. The things that he says about people that are complaining, he provides absolutely no evidence about it at all.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, show me. Did you go and research everyone's videos that have watched the movie that have an opinion on it? No, I guarantee you just made up an opinion, because he posted on Facebook, on his like little Facebook group, that people that are against Cuties are all like right-wing Trump supporters. And people are like, what does politics have to do with people being against the exploitation of children?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not accurate at all.
It's not, but Orange Man bad, apparently.
So it's just the idiotic conflation of idea. That's what everything is today. Oh, you like this thing, you must support Trump. Like, no, sorry, but that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. It's just wrong. It's wrong. It's messed up. it's unfair to people who actually have real opinions and don't want to just be lumped in as being Trump supporters or this or that or the other, whatever you decide we are, just because you effing decided it.
Well, it's like, well, then prove it. Like, if you're going to make accusations like it, then prove it. If you're saying, oh, people that are complaining about it didn't watch the movie, okay, so show it. Show evidence of people straight up saying, oh, like, fuck Cuties, by the way, I didn't watch it. And then if you want to say that somebody's like a right-wing Trump supporter because they didn't like Cuties, okay, then show it. You know, he just says it without backing it up.
Yeah, no, that's a problem. Again, like, forget it. No, the absolutist statements do nothing for me. I'm just like, exactly what you said. Prove it or shut up.
Right. And this is all Netflix's own fault because Netflix put out that idiotic, stupid, whoever greenlit it should have lost their jobs poster that they put up that was not reflective of the movie in the lead.
It was 100% reflective of the movie. What they changed it to was not.
So I haven't seen it myself.
So then you can't say on if it was reflective of the movie or not.
Exactly.
Still, because it was never a movie I was going to watch, but I haven't seen it myself. But I've talked to a couple of
opinions on it. It was never a movie you were going to watch, but you got tons and tons of. You're not no shortage of fucking opinions.
Yep.
You know, pretty solid people who said no, there's nothing like that. But here's the thing to me. Let me see if I can bring this up here because somebody.
I like these like pretty solid people. It's like, okay, so show the fucking evidence, but it's just. This is when he gets into the other point that he's gonna make. It's bad.
Let me just grab this and bring it on here because this, I think, is something. You know what I find absolutely hilarious? Let me, oh, sorry, I gotta find this.
What do you find?
There it is. Oh, a second. Because I was in this chat string a while ago, and somebody mentioned this. So let me bring this up. Hold on a second. Okay, here we go. What I find absolutely hilarious, I mean, hilarious,
is your fucking face.
Is we see all these people talking about this movie Cuties, who, and I'm only going off of people who have actually seen the movie.
And I have seen the movie, and I can say everything you've said about it is wrong so far.
And said, no, none of that stuff that everybody's upset about is even in the movie.
Yes, it is, and it's 1,000 times worse.
None of that's in the movie. That's not what this movie is at all. Like everybody who has seen the movie is saying that. Everybody who hasn't seen the movie, and I'm one of those. I'm one of the people who haven't seen it. But it seems like most people.
Okay, so this it's like
telling is after admitting that he hasn't seen Cuties
on here because this none of that stuff.
And now he's listened to his friends who've seen it, and only people who haven't seen it don't like it, even though Hannah's living proof that that's bullshit.
Yeah, and there's other people that have seen it, and I mean, I was on a fucking 10-hour stream where me and the other people that had seen it were talking about it and just like all the shit that was in the movie. And so it's complete bullshit, but that's because he doesn't do his research and he's just, this is what is the right mind thinking in Hollywood, so let me repeat it.
My friend said it, so it must be true.
Mm-hmm. Well, I heard a lot of people say that they think that he has seen it and he's lying. But here, this is the rest of it. This is where he gets into, this is what people that like the movie actually are like.
Stuff that everybody's upset about is even in the movie. None of that's in the movie. That's not what this movie is at all. Like everybody who has seen the movie is saying that. Everybody who hasn't seen the movie, but it seems like most people who haven't seen it are the ones calling it all. A friend of mine pointed this out. I can't take credit for this. And yet, I find a lot of these same Americans who are complaining about this movie that they've never seen are all for, and we have this big child beauty pageant industry in America. In America, there's this.
Yeah, I'm against this. I don't support it. I don't watch it. I think that this is stupid. And guess what? I didn't like Cuties because it's a terrible fucking movie. Mm-hmm. But see how he just like everyone's opinions on this film, just completely disregards it and says, you guys, if you don't like it, then you guys all like this.
Yep, then you're all this type of, no, I just don't understand where he's getting this metric. That to me, it sounds like the biggest piece of BS I've ever heard is, everyone who doesn't like this movie are all people who support child beauty pageants. What the fuck ass kind of metric is that? That doesn't make any sense. That's utter bullshit. Like, that's just not factual. That's not rooted in any. Like you said, fucking prove it. Not even really this good too.
Huge, and it's usually from these, Bible Belt kind of areas and all this kind of stuff. Like
Bible Belt areas.
Is it, John? Is it really, or is that just what you want it to be because you're too stupid to have a real opinion? Because I don't remember living in a Bible Belt, but I do remember having an issue with 12-year-old girls being made to twerk on screen. It's just me.
Yeah,
But it could be totally wrong. I don't know. Maybe LA is part of the Bible Belt now. Is it? Have you checked?
Is part of the Bible Club. I don't know. I don't live in LA, but just I don't know how you could sit there and he usually has like at least 1,000 people watching. Sit there in front of 1,000 people and say definitively, this is how everyone that doesn't like the movie feels, and this is what they're all like. It's like everything that he just described. I don't fit into that category at all. Yeah. So it's like, what are you doing, dude? Like, what the fuck are you doing?
And what does he used to gain with these kinds of fucking with a statement like this too? Like, why? I just don't understand why he's going to. He already said this is not a movie he was ever going to see. Why the fuck is he here going to bat for it then? I just don't get it.
Yeah, people were saying it's like, this is the hill you're going to die on,
right? Like, why?
Let's see.
Oh no, America's. Oh, we have no problem with this garbage, like this absolute, utter, complete trash that they make children do. Oh, no problem here. America is the home of these child beauty pageants, and it's these same people that put on this disgusting shit.
No, it's not. I don't watch that shit. I'm not involved in that shit in any way, shape, or form. So you can't say that everyone. And I'm pretty sure that everyone that was against Cuties is against this too. I haven't seen one person bring up child fucking beauty pageants. The last time I even heard about child beauty pageants was with what's her face, Honey Boo Boo, and the world was kind of like disgusted by that.
I mean, it's still like the only time we hear about child beauty pageants in pop culture is when like
in a negative way.
When the moms are being mocked on reality television because it's so effing messed up. I've unfortunately seen kids who are a part of this. For some reason, we had a long run in fencing where all of our tournaments like coincide. We shared venues with like child gymnastics or cheerleading or beauty pageant competitions, and it was weird. But it meant that like we saw these little prostitutes, tootling around in their freaking makeup with their false eyelashes. That stuff makes me sick. Whenever I see kids that are like made up to look like little adults like that, it just makes me so sick for so many reasons. Because like, give these kids their childhood for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
And stop exactly like the question, the problem people have with Cuties. Stop sexualizing children. It's like he's trying to make the argument. Because child beauty pageants happen in America, somehow all Americans are culpable for them. And are hypocritical if we don't like Cuties because in our country, child beauty pageants happen. Great. So I'm now hypocritical if I don't like something that happens in our country. Like, it's just, the logic doesn't follow. It doesn't track at all in the slightest. I don't even know what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Translating another language that the person isn't even good at to begin with. Like, what you say doesn't make any sense for him.
Yeah, but this is like, and again, it's like, provide your fucking evidence, because I mean, this is just straight up insulting. And they want to say, oh, defend women. Oh, you guys like attacked Kelly Marie Tran, when it's like, really okay, everyone that's on the internet is going to get trolled because there's assholes out there, but where's your evidence? But then it's like, oh, everyone that likes this is a Bible belter that supports child beauty pageants. Is like, I obviously am not. But you're going to ignore my opinion on it, and you're just going to keep spewing this nonsense. Or other women that have watched it, because I've seen a lot of women that went out and were posting on Twitter how disgusted they were because they did the same thing that I did, which was I was like, there's no way that this movie would have gotten greenlit. There's no way that it's this bad. It was probably just a marketing mistake. And so I was like, let me see it to see if it's that bad. And I watch it, and it was far worse than I could ever imagine. And I know that other people did that as well. I saw, like, even on comments on my live stream that's up on my secondary channel now, people said, I didn't like, I think, at first I thought Anno could possibly have been over exaggerating. And then I watched the movie, and it's like, no, she's 100% right. And it's like, it's worth seeing it.
There's a reason why I haven't watched it.
Yeah, I don't. Your anger might explode and like just destroy the continent.
Because look, kudos to you for doing it. Someone had to, so we knew what was up. But that was the one. Like I'm always like, and again, one of the reasons I haven't talked about it. Again, I'm still of that mind of like, fair's fair. If I haven't seen something, I'm not going to spend a lot of time criticizing it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to pull a John Campea. But at the same time, it's like, you saw it. I'm going to take your word. I'm not over any of these people who are running around defending it or not, based on nothing. I'm going to take your word over anyone else's because you've actually watched it.
Well, thank you. And guys, before this goes any further, I'm trying to get actually now it's my third channel, but my art channel, I'm trying to get it up to 1,000 subscribers. So if you guys if you guys please can go over and sub to my art channel. The first video is going to be dropping tomorrow at noon on it. So I'm really excited about it. I'm
subbed, and I'm going to watch because I love your art videos.
Thank you. They're not going to be long videos, and I'm trying. What I think I'll do is I'll do a live stream on it, so that way I can get the views up. Because here's the thing: I want to be able to get this channel monetized, not necessarily to make a profit off it, because I don't think I'm going to make much the way that YouTube does things. But what I want to do is I want if it gets monetized, then that means it'll actually like promote it.
True.
So like that's the only way to get things working in the algorithm with it.
It is true. It is very true.
If you guys can, we can get that up to 1,000 subs. It's at 778. So if you guys can, go over and sub to it if you haven't already. Again, the first video is going to be up at noon, and I would really, really appreciate it. So if my mods could like just drop the link periodically through, and every time we switch topics, I will bring it back up. Let me get this back so I can, so we can finish watching this train wreck.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
That are complaining about a movie they've never seen. Complaining about a movie they've never seen.
And it's like pot calling the kettle black.
Right? What is it?
It's like you haven't seen it. And then you're making opinions on people that have seen it without even watching the movie to confirm people that are outraged by this movie if they're right or not.
Exactly. It's stupid. How do you not see your own hypocrisy in this one, though? Like,
sorry, what?
How does he not see the fucking hypocrisy here? How many times he said, people who haven't seen the movie, that I want to remind you is I haven't seen the movie. Like, then it's fucking, you're talking yourself in the circle as we speak. Like, it's baffling. It's fucking baffling to me.
Got to throw in the highlight. I can't speak with any big authority to it because I haven't seen it myself.
No,
I haven't seen it myself.
I can't speak much authority because I haven't seen it, but everyone that likes it likes child beauty pageants, or doesn't like it likes child beauty pageants. And yeah, guys, I know that the chat is frozen. I don't know what's going on. It's working in my StreamYard, so I can see all the new things, like everyone putting test, but on YouTube itself, it is frozen.
That's dumb.
Which is weird. I can still see. If you're I think you guys just can't see each other. It must be something going on with YouTube. YouTube's on it's YouTube's time of the month. It's just having a moment. I think this is almost done.
So yeah. I haven't seen the movie myself, so I can't. I mean, for all I know, to be objective, for all I know, maybe if I watched the movie, I'd be more outraged than anybody else. Maybe, but I haven't seen it because from the day.
Okay, so then that like just defeats his entire point because he's like, oh, if I see it, then I'll be more outraged than everyone else. It's like, oh, so do you the second you become outraged, does that mean you support child beauty pageants now?
Right? Because I guess if everyone who doesn't like this movie supports child beauty pageants, if you see him become outraged, you must clearly support child beauty pageants per your own fucking logic, you retard.
Yep. Yeah, guys, I can see it's like YouTube is lag, frozen on other streams too. So I think that usually when something's going on like that, YouTube is running an update.
Yeah.
Or they're making their like back-end engineers are making like a change to like the code or the algorithm. That's why it's not working. So maybe I don't know. So people are saying it's frozen on other streams. So it is what it is. But now, do you want to talk about something fun that doesn't have to do with like somebody making accusations?
Sure. Fun things are always fun.
Okay, let me pull it up. If you guys are not aware,
sorry, speaking of fun, real quick, did you see that the Boys, according to what Amazon has released, The Boys has grown it's increased its audience by 89% since the first season.
Holy shit, good for them.
Yeah. So they're doing something right. Anyway, carry on. That was all. I just thought that was fun.
Oh yeah, we can talk about The Boys a little bit. Charlie, yes, I can see everyone's chat in StreamYards. For once, the StreamYard chat is completely fine.
Yeah, right? StreamYard got his shit together. It's everyone else that fucking doesn't.
Now it came back. The Boys. Hi, guys. Every update they do is basically to suppress our channels. Yeah, basically. And oh, hey, what's up, by the way, dude? Okay, so we are going to talk about something that's going to make me screech to the top of my damn lungs. So, you guys ready? You ready?
So ready.
Baby Yoda action figure!
Oh.
It has this little bed, and it's... Oh, my goodness. I just want him. I'm just good to... What does this say? Oh, is that just in Spanish? But I just need him. I need a little baby. Oh my goodness. I've been trying to figure out where I can buy this and I failed, but also that's just because I woke up when I was trying to get my computer on, and so I pulled up my phone and I had gotten tagged in this like by a million people on Z Twitters. And so like the one, or I guess 30 seconds of research I did, I couldn't figure out where I could buy it yet. But I'm just going to send this to every member of my family and say, hey, guys, it's my birthday. I know I usually just tell you guys to buy me extra hot Cheetos, but I'm kind of okay with getting 1,000 Baby Yoda action figures. So cough, cough. Both of my parents, because I texted both of them, my mom responded first, and she's like, Anna, you're going to turn X amount of years old. Why the fuck do you still want toys?
Because it's Baby Yoda, of course.
But so I have this Discord, and on it people are awesome, and then they post like all these links for toys. So like these are going to be all the new toys that are coming out, and I'm like, I like this because it's just one place, and I'm going to zoom in but it's one place where I can see like all of this shit, and I'm like, oh, this makes it so convenient. But living with Jeff, you must get a lot of this kind of content, huh?
Definitely seeing a lot of it. We've been talking a lot about how like they're releasing a Jar Jar action figure before they're releasing a
yeah, this is on here too. Let me find it.
This Ray line. Yeah, I know Jeff just put out a great toy video about all this stuff, so go check it out if you like it.
I did not get a notification for that.
Yesterday,
here we go. This is the Jar Jar action figure.
Monday and Tuesday is a part 1 and a part 2. So Monday and Tuesday, if you like Jeff's takes.
Yeah, I love watching Jeff's toy videos.
Yeah, he's got 2. So there's 2 parts to it. So check it out. But yeah.
So this is Jar Jar.
He looks kind of cool. I mean, like it's Jar Jar still, but the figure looks pretty neat. I thought.
Let's see. I think like got a clone trooper, which I like because I'm like when they're just standard like this, you can kind of customize it yourself. And so, did you watch the Clone Wars?
Nope.
Well, so it's a great show. You should watch it.
What I hear.
Jar Jar got sold out. Oh my god. It's like they can't even they cannot even
sell out Jar Jar, but they can't even make a proper Rise of Skywalker line. They've made Dark Rey, who's literally not even a thing. She's a fucking vision in the movie. This is the only Rise of Skywalker shit they're making, is like stuff that's not even real. Nobody fucking cares.
So what I said, because I saw this image on Twitter and I retweeted, and I'm like, if they would have released this before the movie came out and not said anything, it would have actually gotten people hyped about the movie, because they're like, oh my god, is Rey gonna turn to the dark side? Like, look at this lightsaber, look at her costume. People would have gone, like, even normies, like, they would have been like, whoa, what the hell is this?
That looks fucking cool.
You know, it looks like she raided Kylo's closet. I'm like, really, you couldn't come up with anything else for this?
But I mean, relative to literally anything else we've gotten in these movies, that looks pretty badass.
Yeah, nobody understands the sharp teeth, and no, it's just.
Wait, she's got sharp.
What? You don't remember when she like hisses at Good Ray and
in the vision in the actual movie and whatnot? Yeah, that didn't make any fucking sense. That made any fucking sense.
Yeah, but you can clearly see that this toy hasn't been made. This is just a 3D mock-up, whereas the Jar Jar one, like, this is a photo of an action figure that's been made.
Yeah, they're probably just making the Rey one to demand, which is to say not at all.
Yeah, they're not that smart. Yeah. Well, could you imagine if, like, before the Rise of Skywalker came out and, like, news is coming out, but then they say, hey, we're going to release this action figure. Like, oh, here's the new Rey action figure for the Rise of Skywalker. People would have lost their fucking minds. They'd be like, what? She's got a red lightsaber? What? She's in the, like, dark glow. She's going to turn to the dark side? What?
Oh, yeah. People would absolutely lose their shit for it, which would have been great. It would have been exciting. It would have been interesting. It would have been something to look forward to, you know? All that kind of shit.
And then it would have been the biggest, like, blue balls ever when you find out, oh, it was just some weird force vision.
Yeah, when it was just a vision, it would have been freaking annoying. But yeah, I mean, I think this is just one more. It's just more evidence that they were out of touch with what the people wanted. Speaking of though,
now.
Oh, I mean, yeah, or continue to be out of touch. What I was gonna say about it though was whatchamacallit? Oh yeah, did you see the Mandalorian ship they're crowdfunding for right now though?
What?
I guess they're doing it to demand or something, because it's like being crowdfunded, sort of. I guess crowdfunded, or is it just, or maybe just taking pre-orders or whatever it is. But it's something they're making, like a large scale Mandalorian ship with a to scale Mandalorian figure, and with him there is a 2-scale Baby Yoda, which you can only get as part of that set.
Can somebody please find this and tag me on it on Twitter so I can pull it up?
They're doing
HasLab?
the what is it?
The program's called HasLab. The ship's called the Razor Crest.
Okay.
And so the program is you crowdfund it. Hasbro crowdfunds, and then they ship it out. This is the second Star Wars project they've done, and they've never done one on the sequel there stuff.
Gotcha.
They have Sail Barge and Mandalorian, but they don't do anything.
Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that. This is HasLab. So Hasbro basically crowdfunds something to see if there's basically to demonstrate there's demand for it. They only make it to the demand. And this is the first time they've done anything from the sequel era. So it's exciting for people. But yeah, it's HasLab and it's the Razor Crest. It's the Mando ship from the show. So they're doing
some of you wonderful people, if you can find me that and link it to me on Twitter.
Nobody send it to you. I'll just have Jeff send it to you later.
Yeah, Jeff, send it to me so I can pull this up because I want to look into that. But it says, Lord Vader, Anna, did you see the other Darth Bane news? I did not. I've been drawing like crazy. I have like a huge workload, and so it's like that's why I haven't been able to put any videos up on my channel because I've just been drawing like crazy and icing my wrist, which I hadn't done in I shouldn't say like a few years. It was actually more like a year ago. But it's that time of year again where it's like the way that like freelance artist is, it's kind of like being at a hospital. There's no guarantee that you're going to get business that day, but you know for a fact you're going to get business. And ERs like get really full on a full moon because people are fucking weirdos and do stupid shit during holidays and full moons. So right now it's like, oh my God, the holidays are coming up. So it's like 10 million projects came in all at once. I'm like, oh my God, the risk. But Jessi, look, here's your boy.
There he is. Looks fantastic as always.
And then I like this because I'm like, look, it's the twins.
Aw.
It's the twins. But I have not seen the Darth Bane news. I am interested in hearing about that. I feel like Jessi would really like Darth Bane.
Maybe. Probably.
So you know how you have like a sexual attraction to Thanos?
Yeah.
Imagine that, but he's like becoming a Sith Lord.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I think you would like Darth Bane.
Sign me up.
But so let me actually look this in, because that's interesting that Hasbro is making a transition over to crowdfunding.
Well, I guess this is something they've done before. It's called HasLab. It's something they've done.
HasLab.
Yeah, I guess it's how they, I guess when they're making something big, they make something big and they want to, they're just making it to the demands. It's so expensive.
Okay, I just found it. Here we go. So Hasbro unveils Mandalorian HasLab crowdfunding project update. Okay, so it's Mando's ship, which I have no interest in. There's Mando. He's unpainted. Oh, this is the Baby Yoda. So that's the only way for me to get this action figure. Babe, God, go away. Here.
Apparently, yeah, it says HasLab on it too there. So
let me zoom in, and then you, if you can, do a dramatic reading for us so that way we can learn about this.
You got it. Okay, so originally published September 25th. More than 2 years after launching its HasLab crowdsourcing platform, Hasbro Pulse is bringing Star Wars back into the fold. At the first ever Hasbro PulseCon, members of the Hasbro Star Wars design team unveiled plans to create one of the biggest Star Wars vehicles ever released, the Razor Crest. Based on the ship piloted by Din Djarin, Pedro Pascal in The Mandalorian. I've never seen it written out before. There you go. There's his name. The Star Wars Vintage Collection Razor Crest measures 30 inches long with the main cannons, 20 inches wide, and stands 10.5 inches tall while sitting on its landing gear.
And so this is it. This is obviously, this isn't made. This is just a 3D rendition.
Yeah.
So that's why it's just.
Yeah. So they probably 3D printed some of the pieces just to show you, like just,
No, none of this. This is all in
3D model, just computer modeled. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, because you can tell by like the lighting. This is a rendered image. Like I could pull it up on ZBrush right now and do this exact same thing and show you how this works. But this has not been created yet. So they're still working on it. That's also why there's no color on anything except for they have a whatchamacallit material layer on this part. That's why you can get that kind of sheen from the light.
Oh. The highly detailed vehicle seats 3 figures in the cockpit and includes detachable engines and removable hull panels, a weapons locker, opening rear and side doors, working ramps, the carbon freezing chamber, cargo hold with cargo netting, landing gear, and a bunk area where figures can hide. The early renders even featured the lavatory and vac tube seen in the debut episode of the series. The vehicle will come with an exclusive new 3.75-inch scale Mandalorian action figure with a soft goods cape and its Beskar armor.
There we go. So that's his little.
There's the carbon freezing chamber. That's pretty neat, I thought. See how that opens.
I don't like this ship design, but I think that I like having spaceships, so I can always pretend it's something actually.
Level of detail and stuff they're doing with it. Hasbro launched the project stating that it needed 6,000 backers at $349.99 to put the Razor Crest into production for delivery in fall 2021. Within 3 days, the project exceeded 8,000 backers to unlock the first of 2 stretch goals, an escape pod add-on. Should the project exceed 10,000 backers, the Razor Crest will come with a 3.75-inch scale Star Wars The Vintage Collection, The Child, Navarro. What's that? Is that who's the act like? Is there an actor?
Is that it in Spanish? Because I was like, is that how you say child in Spanish?
Maybe. In season 1, Pram, the figure will come on a vintage-inspired card back with Kenner branding.
So that's the only way I can get this baby.
From what I understand, that is the only way to get this figure right now, is as part of the HasLab. As part of this.
Oh my God, my parents are in for a rude awakening if they have any intention of actually buying me this. I can already see it where my parents, because you know how like kids, like when you go shopping and they like stick candy in the cart and like just hope mom doesn't notice.
Oh yeah.
I guarantee you, my parents, if they actually do look into it, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I'll get Anna like this $7 Baby Yoda figure," and then they go and find out it's like, "What? It's $360 and it comes with this spaceship and all." Then my parents would be like, "That was cool. You had that on cue."
No.
Well, God damn it, the things I do for this fucking baby. And the thing was, I was gonna get 2 of them because I'm like, I need one that's still in the box and I need one to open.
You crack me up.
So that means I have to spend fucking double.
Yeah, that would be $700.
Fuck. No. God damn it, Baby Yoda. You're in. Oh, I'm only getting one and I'm fucking opening it because fuck this shit. Adam Wofer, thank you for super chat. Hey, Anna, you know why you don't like it? Wait, oh, fuck. Hey, Anna, you know why you don't like it? It's Mickey's head and you can't unsee it. Oh my God, is it?
Yep, the Razor Crest, it kind of is, isn't it? Now I won't be able to unsee
Oh my gosh. God damn it, now I can't unfucking see it.
Yep.
It is. Okay, let's see. Why is there no straight, like, facing forward image of this damn thing? I guess that's the closest I can get. Yep. Yeah, I guess so.
That is a little annoying. Unfortunate now that I've seen it.
Honestly, it looks more like a face to me. Like these are eyes, and then this is like the head. And I would imagine it goes down into a neck, which I feel like there is a Star Wars. Oh no, it honestly looks more like Sid from Ice Age. Let me pull it up.
Oh, it totally does. It looks just like Sid.
Look it.
Didn't we decide?
Sid.
Didn't we decide recently that Sid reminds us of Cecil?
I think we talked about that once.
I was showing it with Jeff, and I was like, "Oh my God, Sid is Cecil!" Now I can't unsee it.
But so yeah, so if Disney was trying to get it to look like Mickey, they failed because they made it look like Sid.
Yep.
Hold on. Is that it? Did we finish reading this article? I think we did. Look at us go. We. Oh no. Did you read this one?
Nope. The HasLab platform successfully launched at the Toy Fair in New York in 2018 with the biggest Star Wars vehicle ever produced, Jabba Hutt's sail barge. We all remember that. People were really into that when that came out just a couple years ago. Other successful projects include the Transformers Unicron campaign, Marvel Legends Sentinel, and the recently launched Return of the Hero Quest. For more Star Wars reveals from Hasbro Pulse.com, visit our sister publication, The Pulp Insider. Thanks, publication.
Huh.
Probably won't do that.
Wow. Wow. Are you excited to get this ship in your apartment, Jessi?
We have not elected to back this as of yet. So.
But you should, and then you can low-key just like, if you don't like it, you could always like, I can always take the Baby Yoda figure that comes with it off your hands.
Is that why she was drop 350 on the ship to get Baby Yoda?
Yes, correct.
If I didn't back the X-Men Sentinel, which I have every X-Men figure, why would I buy the Razor?
Because it's cool.
I have thought about it 12 times.
Yeah, Jeff has gone back and forth on this. I've been here witnessing him go back and forth on it a number of times. So it's still not out of the realm of the possibility that we're going to end up with one of those in our house. But as of right now, it is not in the cards.
Well, I mean, if you get it, Jeff can have the spaceship. And I mean, I feel like you guys have so much stuff in that apartment already that, I can always take this off your hands.
Right, yes. The thing we would definitely need to offload is the itty-bitty little figure, the one that's going to get lost.
Exactly. So it's going to get lost anyway. So, I'll take it off your hands for you.
That's so magnanimous of you.
I keep all my ships in the box, though.
That's true. Jeff keeps his big stuff in the boxes right now.
Yeah, but I mean, what are friends for, right? I want to help you guys out. So
You're so helpful, Anna.
you know, it just if he's already gonna spend what is it, $349.99 on this, and I mean, you guys really like you're gonna lose it. So I mean, the cats are gonna choke on it. It's a choking hazard for all the fur babies. So I mean, if you need to, I don't mind helping you guys out and taking it off of your hands.
So we'll just send it to your house with only half the number of fur babies.
Pilgrim Media, thank you for that. Anna, is EPS coming back after the stream was taken down? Yeah. So it was just like that video got struck. It's not his actual channel, so he's fine. Thank you for the super chat. Jessi, do you know what happened?
No, I don't. I was about to ask what went down.
Cecil played a video and it was copyright, so it got Ethan, or it wasn't copyright, it had like violence in it, so it struck his stream.
Oh, we got a community strike.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I've never got one of those.
Oh no, not a community strike. It's just that the video got taken down.
I think I got it for one of those.
So it's just the video. But also, guys, before we move on to the next topic, my art channel is only 6 away from 800 subs. So if you guys haven't, could you please go sub? The first video is going to be up on the channel tomorrow at noon. And for the entire month of October, there will be a video released at noon. It's not long. They're just time-lapse art videos for Inktober. So they're going to be under 3 minutes long. So less than 3 minutes of your life. Also, it's 100% free to go over and hit the subscribe button and ring the bell for the notifications. I will update this to see if we pass 800. No. Okay. Well, we'll check back later. Thank you. I would really appreciate it.
Go sub. I did.
What was that?
I said, go sub. I did.
Yay. Thanks. Oh, somebody's linked me something. Oh, okay. It's the HasLab thing again. Oh, it's better pictures than the one that I had. So let me actually pull this back up. Here we go. So somebody tagged me. Okay, so this better view of the ship. Get the side profile of Sid's head. You get the interior shot of his guns and stuff.
I thought that was cool, having the little weapons chest. I thought that was a neat detail.
Yes, I like that. I like that a lot. We have the door. What else do we have in here? You have a straight up Sid's head.
Mm-hmm. I do. The sticky outy engines don't bother me because that's how like Serenity is designed in Firefly. So love that. So it's reminiscent of that for me. It does actually kind of look a bit, in those the main freighter area, not so much, but that part reminds me of a ship I do like. So.
Adam Wilford, thank you for super chat. Hey Anna, have you seen the medieval versions of Star Wars characters? I think you or Jessi might like how Darth Vader looks. I saw the one of Obi-Wan and Anakin, and I fucking loved Anakin's design, and I actually saved it on my phone. And then I saw Bo-Katan. I did not see Vader, so I will pull that up, and once we finish talking about this, I'll go over and look at that. Have you seen it, Jessi?
I have not, but it sounds cool as shit.
Well, thank you.
I'm definitely down for that. That sounds very much like my kind of aesthetic too.
Let's see. And so this is just the front. So it's just showing all these little details that they built. And yeah, this is 100% a 3D render. It does not exist in real life yet.
Having that much money for it, I think you're not making this thing until you're selling it.
Ooh, 40 days, 5 hours, and 40 minutes. Please agree to the terms. $350 fucking dollars. Goddamn. And so then there's just 30 inches long, 20 inches wide, 10.5 inches tall. That's going to be a big fucking shipping box.
That's huge. I mean, that's a gigantic. I mean, that's, you're talking 2.5 feet long. That's there he is.
They need 10,000 backers before they're going to make him?
Apparently.
Oh my God, why can't they do a bigger picture of him? Oh, look, he got a ball. He got a little bowl, his little cup. Oh, he's so bad, and he's got the thing closed. Oh my goodness. Oh my, a little bed. Did you see the trailer where he gets scared, so he pushes the button and it closes, and it's like, oh, poor baby got scared. He pushed a button.
Oh, what a babe.
I love him so much. I do. Oh, look at the baby. So fuck 10,000 backers. How many do they have? Because what if I back it and I don't get the baby?
That would be
Oh,
terrible.
cool. They're actually at $3,000 or $8,733. So cool. So it's close. Once it gets to 10,000, then I might back it because then I can get the baby.
Wait till it gets to 9,999 backers and then just be the 10,000th backer.
No, fuck that. I want it to be at least like over 10,000 and maybe a good 100 into it. So there's no chance. Like, because what if some people like get it refunded and I'm the 10,000th backer and then people will have to refund. And so it goes under 10,000 and I don't get my baby Yoda. I need some security on this if I'm going to spend $350 fucking dollars on a baby Yoda action figure.
I doubt that once they hit 10,000, I doubt they'd renege, even if people, didn't do it.
You never know. People are shady as hell.
That is true. That is true. I don't really trust anybody ever. So.
Let me pull up the Star Wars medieval art. Okay. Let's see. Pilgrim Media, thank you for super chat. Your thoughts on Rosario Dawson playing Ahsoka Tano? Oh, I think she's perfect. I like Rosario Dawson. She looks just like the freaking character. I think it's a great idea.
She was a huge like Phantom Menace favorite when we were talking about who should play her back when the rumor was that Brie was going to do it. She was like our number one pick for like who do you want to play Ahsoka in this community. Everyone kept going back to Rosario Dawson. So I think
a lot of people were like, oh, what's her face? The girl that voices her, Ashley Eckstein. And I'm like, yeah, Ashley Eckstein, obviously she was the voice of it, but Rosario Dawson looks just like Ahsoka.
Also, isn't the what's her face? Isn't she not really like an actor? She's just a voice actor.
Yeah, she's a voice actress. She did cosplay where she dressed like Ahsoka, but the thing is, it's like she doesn't look like Ahsoka.
Yeah.
And so here, let me find it. Ashley Eckstein. Okay, so here we go. Let's do a screen share again. So this is Ashley Eckstein. This is Ahsoka, and then this was her when she cosplayed as Ahsoka. So it's like, yeah, she's got the headpiece, she's got the costume, and she's got like the makeup done. But I guess I could be okay with her playing Ahsoka, but I like Rosario Dawson more because Rosario Dawson looks like Ahsoka.
She does. When you put that makeup on her, she's gonna like the facial expressions, all these little things. She's gonna look, like the part, the thing that people want. So
yeah, and also I think Rosario Dawson is a very good actress.
I do too.
I've never been disappointed by her performance in anything I've seen her in. And so I know there's like a little bit of controversy about her, but that was all resolved in court. So I don't know. I didn't look too much into it, but I had seen that this is what people were upset by, but then it's like, oh, they went to court and it got resolved. So why are you still complaining about something that happened like a decade ago? But and it wasn't like her. I think it was like either her sister or her sister-in-law. But I don't know. I try not to look at celebrities' personal lives unless they're saying this movie wasn't made for you.
Yeah.
But I think she's great. I don't know anyone that was upset by her being cast as Ahsoka for this. I think people more so had problems with Ahsoka being in The Mandalorian and Dave Filoni's weird like obsession with Ahsoka.
That's what I have a problem with. I think the show's gonna fucking shit the bed because they can't let go of, everyone wants Ahsoka in it. Dave Filoni, like you said, Dave Filoni is his little pets, and wanting to have everything just a certain way. His characters in every fucking thing he does, and not understanding like maybe this is not the time or the place for it.
Dark Dragon, I think, Anna, love your art. Recently got the Luke and Vader ones. Will you do one of Ahsoka, like your Chiss one? I have an Ahsoka one on there.
Your paintings? Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah, Ahsoka. I did Ahsoka
You did the one
before I
for-
did
you did
Vader.
Ahsoka Candy. That was an old one.
Yeah, Ahsoka was actually the first Star Wars one that I did, and so that's on there. I mean, unless let me actually log in as well, I mean, I'll see it because it's me, but let me see. Let's see here. Let me share this. But yeah, because Andy from the UK is the one that he's the one that won that. So what happened was when I got to 10,000 subscribers, I said I'll pick 3 people if you comment your favorite Star Wars character that you want a painting of. I'll do a drawing from everyone that comments, and I'll pick 3 people, and then they'll get a painting. So the first person that I got was Andy. So this is my Ahsoka one. It's on there. It's not sold out. I have a ton of them. But so yeah, this is Ahsoka. I have to put the watermark on there or else I'll just be able to drag it right off. So yeah, this is I liked her like little soft smile in this, so that's why I painted it like this.
I like it. I love the way you did this one. I thought it was really
Thank you.
well done.
So yeah, so Ahsoka's up there. This was the first, because I never did Star Wars art before, or not, I shouldn't say before, but I never liked to do it before because I feel like I'm going to be so judgmental on things that I like as compared to things that I have no attachment to. Then I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this and this. But then I'm like super OCD about this is the way that like the Luke Skywalker's lightsaber is and this. And I'm too harsh on myself. But so Ahsoka's up here. And then I did Vader. And so this went off to a little girl in the UK. And then I kind of still have one behind me that I didn't finish for the third person. But that I will finish it and I will get to it. But yeah. But so yeah, this is all the stuff I have on my Etsy right now. Yeah. So Darth Vader's here too. No worries. But yeah, so Ahsoka is there. Thank you for the super chat.
Well, clearly that is going to enjoy your art channel, so.
Thank you. Yeah. So HK painting, all of my art videos that I filmed, I'm going to remaster them and upload them onto my art channel. So everything for the first 31 days in October, it's all going to just be Inktober. So for people that don't know what Inktober is, it's an art challenge where you do a drawing based off of a prompt list every day in the month of October. And so I hate the OG prompt list, so I always trying to find a cooler one that I like. So I found one, and so I'm going to be doing that. Is Jeff going to do Inktober?
Jeff, you going to do Inktober?
Some stuff, yeah.
He's gonna do some stuff. He's not necessarily gonna do something every day, but he's definitely gonna use it as a inspiration to write more or to draw more rather.
I'm gonna ink old drawings I've already done.
Huh?
I'm gonna ink old drawings I've done.
Oh, cool.
And spend time on the inking process instead of trying to draw each day.
That's cool. I don't know if you guys can hear that. He's gonna be inking. He's gonna be revisiting some old drawings and adding more inking and stuff to those. So look for that.
There you go. And so yeah, I'm gonna be doing that. I think next year I might do like a special one once this channel is a little bit more established, and I'll make a prompt list, and then I'll have like art contests for people that submit to it. But so yeah, so all of the paintings that I was able to film myself doing because I was dumb and didn't do it immediately. Every painting I've ever done, but so HK, excuse me, I'm getting the hiccups now. My HK painting video is going to be up there. My Qui-Gon one. All the art videos I've done on my main channel, I'm going to, remaster them. So they're going to be back up there. It's just going to be a different format. So I don't think I'm going to do voiceovers for them anymore. It's just going to be like music. Because I want these videos to be short. Because it's a lot to take like 10 minutes out of your day and like watch somebody like doing a drawing or a painting, where I can just speed it up and you can watch it in like 2 minutes,
Yeah. Absolutely.
And I'll do like specific art live streams on that channel where if anyone has questions or if I'm talking about something related to art, I can do it on that channel.
Yeah.
And so it is going to be way more focused on that. Is the chat back? Well, I can see you guys. I don't know if you guys are having problems on your end with the chat. What was it though? Oh yeah, we were going to talk about the Star Wars medieval art. Let me pull this back up. Oh, also before I get into that, god damn it, stupid screen share. So here's the Star Wars medieval art. I didn't see this one of Padme, and I love it. I need to find the artist that did it, so I can barely read their autograph. But Anakin looks fucking awesome.
He looks spot on. That looks incredible.
And Padme looks beautiful. Like, I love this.
That is gorgeously done. It looks almost like from a distance. If you sit back a little bit, it almost looks like a photograph.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why they didn't do this for the High Republic.
Yeah. Why? Because it would have made sense and it would have been something people wanted. And we can't do that when we make Star Wars anymore. No, we have to make crap that nobody wants. We have to force our agenda down your throat because that's fun.
It looks so
for everyone.
It looks so good. And so here, I need to find like the actual link for the artist that did it. But here is maybe if I click this link, because it's like everything is just a video of it. I'm like, I don't want to watch the damn video, but maybe I'm gonna have to.
You might.
Oh, okay. So it's this artist, or no, that's a music person.
God, that looks cool.
Oh, so it's just a Duel of the Fates. See, I can't find the actual link for the person that did it. Is this the Darth Vader that somebody brought up? Here we go. Let's see.
God, that looks badass. I'm about that. It's very different from Darth Vader. Like, it changes his aesthetic a lot.
It looks like a skeleton. It doesn't look like Darth Vader.
But I do like it. I think it looks really fucking cool.
I like everything below the helmet. I love the thing with the sword. I think that's a clever idea to make it like that he
like a
shot
giant
it off the smith. I hate this helmet. I hate that it looks like a skeleton and it doesn't look like Darth Vader.
Reasonable.
So everything else, like even the silhouette, it's recognizable. But I fucking hate this. Fix that. Like, it's not that hard to just do like the little triangle thing and bring the helmet down. Like, that would be the easiest thing, is just doing this design over Darth Vader's helmet.
Yeah.
And maybe like making a few things like a little bit more sharper.
Yeah.
But this is a complete like redesign of the helmet, and it looks like a skeleton mask, not a Darth Vader mask. So I don't like this part. Everything else looks awesome though.
Fair enough.
Let's see. So yeah, we got Anakin and Padme, which both look fantastic. Got Darth Vader. Let me see. Is there more? See, this is why logos help, because I don't even know how to
find any more of these.
Oh, okay. Jake Bartok. Okay. Let's look him up. Actually, maybe it's on here. The mother of nerds. Ooh, there you go. Okay, so this is Jake Bartok. This looks fantastic.
Oh, good. God, it's such an interesting blend too. Like what he chooses to keep, like he turned his arm all like kind of skelly. It's like still cybernetic, but it kind of looks more skeletal. But then he's got like, the Jedi tunic, but then medieval armor, the obviously long swords instead of lightsabers. It's just really interesting. Like, it's a neat aesthetic. It's because it still looks very Star Wars-y, but it's also,
it's set in like medieval times. I fucking love it.
I think it's really cool. Now I kind of want to see like
this is beautiful. Happen. And then here's Ahsoka.
Whoa, she looks badass.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. I would have I love the fact that they did it like with braids. What I would have done, because she does have like the top laku, I would have had it maybe like she has like the braids down here, but then she also has like, I guess, pigtails that have more that maybe go into like the braid. So I would have done that so it's on the top as well, or given her a helmet headpiece that had those like top spikes.
Yeah.
That's what I would recommend doing. And you know what? I'm going to do it right now. We can do a little art lesson right now. You ready, Jessi?
I'm so ready. I learned a lot from this.
Okay, so
compositional thing.
What do you mean can't fine? I'll just take a damn picture. Fucking thing. It's like, I can't do this because it's a web link. Okay, well, fuck you then. Okay, so I'm gonna screen share a different one, and okay, so we're gonna go look at the Photoshops. Okay, so we got her here. Let me make another layer. I should have just opened it as a new thing, but whatever. Okay, so we got Ahsoka. So let me pull up an actual picture of Ahsoka. I help. I helping. Okay. Here we go. Got her picture. That way everyone can see what I'm doing. Okay. So we have Ahsoka right here. So she's got that like little headpiece. Oh my God, my freaking Cintiq is on fire. Okay. So all I'd have to do is maybe, oh, that's a little bit too big. Okay, say she had some kind of extending, like this wasn't just like like she has some kind of armor on herself, right? And so it's kind of like how Darth Vader has that, I need to look at like medieval armor. But imagine it was something like this that was connected to her headpiece.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like that. But I need to like not make it look like ears so much. But so if she had some kind of like helmet that was connected and then her hair was coming out.
Coming out of that, so it looked like a whole piece. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That would look really neat and more Ahsoka-y.
Because I think that that's the only, like, everything else about this is great, but I think that this was just like the missed opportunity that she could have had. And because they do still have like they made her like of African descent, if they made it some kind of tribal headpiece.
Oh yeah, tribal headpiece, absolutely. That'd be perfect.
Like she, like this is like how Native Americans have the tribal headpieces, and so it could be like, it could even have like some kind of like writing. Let me make my pen smaller, like some kind of like writing on it, like that. So it's like this is a traditional thing that warriors get, and then it could also go into her character, like her braids get longer because you're not supposed to cut your hair, and you know, if you get your hair cut, that's a sign of like losing power.
Yeah.
So if she just had like some kind of helmet like this, even though I did this very, very roughly, if she had something like this on, I think it would have helped the character a little bit more.
Yeah, I like that. I like your redesign.
And then it just has, and you can even put like white highlights in it to make it look more like metal. But just something like this, that's just a quick fix like this would, you can have it like where the seams of the middle are, where the rivets are. I think it would tie it in a lot better. So, and then I would maybe even have in her other design, she has, well, she's got armor on right here. So actually, let's pull in this color and how it's got the white, like her little white Ahsoka stuff. You can have it match her little, what are they called? The wrists are called bracers. Is that correct?
What are we calling your wrists? They're not greaves. Greaves are on your legs. I know what these things, gauntlets. They're gauntlets.
Gauntlets. Okay. So like right here. So we got, oh, not that much. Okay. So just like this, it's like, okay, so she's got a helmet now, and let's see, so the lighting is coming, which this is weird. I don't know why there's this rim light right here, because if she's being lit from this direction. So this is, so if you guys can't see this, so let's do another layer. Okay, so this right here, like all of this light just shows that the light is coming from this direction. Yeah. Which I guess would make sense why she has that highlight here, but I don't know why this would be red. But it's neither here nor there. So yeah, just just add this like headpiece of armor, and then I think that would look a lot better. But yeah, so that would be my recommendation for Ahsoka. But let's go back and look at the rest of these. Oh my god, my hand got burned from being on my computer screen.
How? What?
Oh, it's because Cintiqs heat up.
Oh.
And so it's like a million degrees right now. So yeah, I would just give Ahsoka the headpiece. And oh, I didn't see the rest of it. Yeah, since she has these, it would make sense is that she has armor up top as well to protect her her helmet or her head. That's what I would recommend. This is Obi-Wan. I like that he's got like the lion on here.
Oh, that's cool. Very Obi-Wan. Very in keeping. He would be. He just looks like your brave knight, brave Sir Knight.
And I like that all of them that have like that these would be lightsabers, they have some kind of like etching on here that glows the color of their lightsaber.
Yeah, it's cool.
Let's see. Okay, then we have
I did notice that too.
oh my god, Rex had a blade. Which this makes sense. This is just one of the like the clones, but one of the standard soldiers, which I like. Oh, okay, here you guys go. Go follow him on Twitter. I'll go follow him right now. Oh, what the fuck? What?
Oh, no!
Oh my god, no!
No!
Why am I blocked?
How annoying.
This is why? Why am I blocked? I like it.
I don't know. That's
what the hell is this? What kind of day is this? Aww.
I'm sorry.
Go check and see if you're blocked.
Me?
Yeah.
See, Jake Bartok, J.R. Bartok. Okay.
Everyone go check and see if you're blocked. I better not be the only fucking one. It better be because of an accidental blockchain that we all got stuck in. I'm gonna fucking tweet this.
I'm not blocked. I am not blocked by him. He's an Australian comic artist and illustrator. Blah. Yeah, he's got a lot of these examples right here on his page, including a really neat one, just not a medieval one, but a Ahsoka one with a bunch of clone troopers. There's his Anakin one. It's a bunch of different versions.
Everyone that follows me on Twitter, retweet this and ask him to unblock me, please. Unless he's an asshole, then I haven't found out. I don't know why I'm blocked. Why does this always happen? I'm always fucking blocked by people that I've never heard of. This is stupid. Now I'm sad. Jessi, tell me something that's going to make me happy.
Henry Cavill.
Ooh, hello. Well, then that has got my day much better.
Really cute one of a dog dressed as R2D2. It's cute. Okay.
This is why. Anna, he's a Raylo.
Oh, no!
Uh,
I don't see any Raylo stuff on his page right here, but he is. That's really disappointing because his art's really fucking good.
Everyone, here's the link to my tweet where I'm asking him why I'm blocked. Please retweet it and ask him to unblock me, or add him and ask him to unblock me.
I'm gonna go do
I don't know why I'm blocked. Why the fuck am I blocked? I didn't even know who this person was until like a minute ago.
Sure, why am I blocked? All right.
Okay, Sketch says, I see zero politics on his feed, just art. Why am I the only one blocked?
That's
Stars Girl, you are an outspoken member of the fandom menace. But why am I blocked? I don't get it. Jessi, why do I always get blocked?
I don't know. Because people are stupid.
Isn't that like oppressing women?
It is. How come I never get blocked, though? I'm like the most violent one of everyone, and no one ever blocks me.
You are. What the fuck is this? I really wanted to know because there was a time where people were like, oh, look at this. And I'm like, I can't see it. Because so many times everyone is posting on Twitter, like, or, retweeting stuff, and I'm always blocked. And I'm like, is there a way for me to see, like, how many accounts have me blocked so I can just get a number?
Right? That's cool.
More people have blocked me than, like, I have following me,
Huh.
But there's no way to figure it out. Maybe I should just keep keeping up screenshots. He's got a nice feed. Thanks for tormenting me.
This is really good.
Oh my god, he is silencing fandom menace whammon. I know. This is bull. I want to know why I'm blocked. I want to know. Oh, you know what? I probably should have posted a screenshot of me being blocked because I always do that.
Fair enough.
I always provide my evidence that I'm blocked. Let me go re-comment on that. I'm gonna put my little crying emoji. It makes me sad. Why am I blocked? Oh. There we go. This makes me sad.
I retweeted with a comment. told him to fuck off and die if he doesn't unblock. It's not what I said. I said something really nice.
Oh, you did. Thank you. I'll retweet what you said. Everyone's being nice, but I'm just sad. Why am I blocked? This isn't fair.
No, people are stupid. I find out that I do find out that actually a lot. People, I always think it's so fucking stupid. It's like people who have blocked me will comment on my tweets so fucking much. And I'm like, you blocked me. Why are you still reading my Twitter and commenting when I can't even read your reply? Which I don't even care what you said. It just bothers me that I can't. And it bothers me that you bothered to write a comment on my tweet. It's like, to me, that's the definition of pettiness and entitlement. When it's like, you blocked me so that you knowing that I can't respond to you, but you came to my page and decided to engage with my tweet, saying whatever you want to say about me or the tweet or whatever, giving me zero doing it on my page, to my followers and all that stuff, giving me zero chance to respond or defend myself. I think that to me that's like the epitome of cowardly. But anyway.
Lord Vader, I'll talk on that in 1 second, Jessi. But yeah, I agree with you. That happens to me too. I'm like, why? Here's my thing. It's like, okay, I blocked you. You blocked me. Why are you still obsessed with me?
Exactly. If you guys come in to say to me, exactly. You guys come in to say to me, say it to my face. Otherwise, fuck off. I don't got time for you.
Lord Vader, thank you for it's not a super chat, but thank you for the comment. To be fair, you shouldn't tell people to spam him, but hey, just saying, I have never asked people to spam in a negative way. I think this is actually the first time I've said, hey, everyone, go ask him to unblock me, or said anything like this. Well, I mean, I think that I don't think it's going to be. I don't really think that this would be considered spamming, because I think it's only going to be like maybe 5 people that will retweet this, including Jessi. But I don't know. Would you consider this spamming?
No, I think there's a huge difference between if spamming someone, like, to me, spamming is only really spamming if you're either harassing someone or looking like for self-promotion or something like that. If you're just adding someone because you're trying to get their attention, that's different. We do that all the time. We tell people to go at people. I tell people to go at people all the time. Like, if you want to see them on my channel, if you have guests that I don't have a connection to, that you don't have a connection to, that you want to see on here, that's the only way to do it. Go to their Twitters, go to their comment sections and spam them. That's how you get people's attention. It's not, if you're not asking for something negative or like something for your own personal gain, I don't think it's an issue. I think it's just how you get people's attention. And that's Shadow War Child, digital crybaby empowerment about the block people tweeting at you. Like, yep, that's a good term for it. I like that. I learned some fun new Urban Dictionary terms too, like selfie side. I'm like, that makes sense when you die trying to take a selfie. And I'm like, that's a good one. Let's call it what it is, though. Stupidity. But yeah, no, there's a big difference in my opinion between, spamming someone because you're trying to get them to like watch your content or because you're trying to harass them or something, versus spamming them just to be like, hey, notice me, for reasons, for like, unblock me so I can look at your, I mean, this is really like, to me, there's no negative ramification of like, hey, please unblock me so I can appreciate your artwork. Darn, what a terrible thing to ask of someone.
Adam Wolford, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Anna, I sent you a better picture of medieval Darth Vader. Did you get it? Where did you send it? You can just tell me in the chat. You don't have to super chat me, but thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, Lord Vader. Thank you for listening and hearing me. It is nice. That's what I love about our chat most of the time, is even when people disagree, it's like people still whatchamacallit. People in our community still have the capacity to listen.
And I think that's one of the best things, is that we get to we get to see different points of view, and it helps us to broaden our knowledge and our experiences. Exactly. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, I know that I missed a couple super chats in the beginning, so let me go pull it up. But speaking of Henry Cavill, Jess, did you see the Anola Holmes movie that I was very disappointed was not a TV show and was just a film?
I didn't catch it. Wow, what am I missing? What did I miss by not?
Well, I got impregnated by his voice.
That sounds about right.
He used an extra deep, extra sensual voice, and I'm like, this mofo knows exactly what he's doing. He knows how hot he is. He knows his effect on women, and so when he's being Sherlock Holmes, he's totally out of character. Minecraft is totally out of character. It's one of those movies that it's like, it could be good, but it just, when it's so historically inaccurate that it makes you cringe.
Yeah.
Like, imagine a bunch of women at a tea shop in London, and then above the tea shop, they are teaching each other kickboxing and karate in corsets.
That's weird.
Yeah, so it's just absolutely ridiculous. But Henry, oh my God. Oh my God. It was something, and I was just hypnotized. But he talks about drawing because Anola likes to draw, and so she's sitting up in a tree drawing, and he starts talking to her about caricatures and art, and I was like,
really? Wow.
I need to take an ice bath.
Henry Cavill talking about your passion. That just sounds
under a tree. Oh my God. It was a whole nother level of like impregnating chemistry that I was not prepared for. And I just about died.
I say that just doesn't even sound fair to you, at that point. Oh my God. I figured it would be probably a fairly underwhelming film based on what we'd seen of it. But, I'm glad you got your Henry Cavill time.
Yeah, the film Anola is like so obnoxious and annoying, and it's just how do you feel when characters break the fourth wall?
It depends. It really depends. Like, if you're doing it, it has to be a motif that you use throughout the work, or if you do it just once, there has to be a really, really good effing reason. Like, if it's just a gimmick and it doesn't really add anything, I'm over it. Like, I don't need it. If it serves the story in some way, I'm fine with it.
So in this movie, because that is actually at least they got that right. So it's Anola is telling her story, so she's like talking to us, the audience, throughout it, and so it's like, oh, this is my house, this is my mom, this is me, and then she'll be like looking directly at the camera, and she's like, yes, I'm riding my bicycle to the train station to go meet Minecraft and Sherlock, and like, I've never been good at riding bikes, as she falls over on the bike, and so she's kind of narrating what she does. But it's so obnoxious, and it's like, okay, like, can we just watch the damn story?
Right, like, you narrating this for me, I thought the whole point here is that I'm watching a movie, so you don't have to read me everything that's happening. You can just tell me the story, and I can just watch it. You don't have to you just show me the story rather. I can just watch it. You don't have to tell me everything that's happening. I'm not blind. I have eyes. They work just fine. You can have a track. You can have a narration track for people, for the visually impaired. That's fine. Totally cool with that. But I don't like that. I hate when people overuse narration and like try to be giving, like, I'm talking to you. You're here. Like, you're part of this. Like, okay.
I think it could have been done okay, because if you just look at the dialogue and just looking at the dialogue and how like the cinematography is going to work, I think that they just told her to play it as an overly obnoxious, in your face character, and so you can still be sarcastic and like an obnoxious teenager, but it was just too much.
Yeah.
And so it got way too And when she's not doing that, it's not bad. Like when she first meets the boy on the train, that I won't give any more details about, that's a good scene. And that didn't have Henry Cavill in it. When they're running, like, she sees like the character, it's one of those where she's trying to escape, so she's dressed like a boy, and then the rich boy is trying to escape his like fate, and so he stowed away on the thing.
Cute.
And so they're both like just kids and under different circumstances that are trying to escape or
Yeah.
trying to go on an adventure
Sure.
and live their lives. And so I'm like, that's a really great setup, and that was a good scene. Like all of that was good, but the second she starts breaking the fourth wall, I'm like, oh my God, this gets so annoying because you could have done that very like subtly, but still showed her personality, kind of like in Lizzie McGuire, you know?
Yeah, I never really watched a ton of. Oh yeah. No, I remember what you're talking about with that one. Yeah, it was cute the way they would do that. It was really cute. But yeah, it's obnoxious. I think when you just use when you're not like I think it's cute when they use it in movies like that where it's like whatchamacallit, like a Lizzie McGuire kind of show, or in like chick flicky kind of movies, like younger geared chick flick kind of movies, where it's the whole thing is like they're telling you something you wouldn't otherwise know, like, oh, hey, so and so, and then they do an aside where they're like, this is my best friend, I've known him since however long. It's like, oh, okay, thanks for a little bit of backstory, as opposed to like, this is what I'm literally doing right now, which you would have figured out, or I could have easily put in the dialogue. But like when the aside is something about like, here's a little bit more about my house, like, I'm trying to think of what, like the way Ferris Bueller does it.
Yes. See, and that is showing an obnoxious teenager, but when he does stuff like that, it's not like in your face, like this is obnoxious to me. It's like, oh, this is his personality, and I like his cheeky personality.
Exactly. It's for us. It's not rubbing us the wrong way. It's not like, ugh, why is this guy fucking telling me all this shit? It's like, oh, I get it. This is who you are, and it's funny. I'm on board with this. Basically.
So if they would have, that's actually a really great analogy for it. So if they would have done it more like Ferris Bueller, and then, because it doesn't start off too terrible aside from all of that. So if they tone it down, make it like that, but then once she gets to London, that's when shit just is like, this is so unrealistic, it hurts.
Yeah.
But so it's all about like women getting the right to vote during that time period. But then the way that they do things, it's like I find it very hard to believe that there's a bunch of women training like as if it's Fight Club above a tea shop in their corsets.
Yeah, it seems a little bit like you're trying too hard for the message you're going for.
Exactly. I think it would have been better if it showed that they weren't fighting, that it was more of that they were like secret agents, and it was more of an intellectual thing, because that's one thing that I feel like Hollywood just doesn't understand. It's like, I know you're a fighter. There's no way in hell I could ever overpower a full-grown adult, not whether it be a man or a woman. There's no way I can do it. I'm way too tiny and weak. But I feel like showing empowerment for women is when you don't have to lift a finger and you can just outsmart someone.
I talk about that with Mulan all the time, how great the film the original one was because of exactly that. It doesn't try to make dudes it doesn't try to make women, tough and manly and masculine like a guy. It just makes them she relies on her smarts to overpower them. I'm 100% with that. I think that's so much better in terms of storytelling. Yeah, I'm fine with the badass chick every now and then who can kick some ass. Because certainly, again, that resonates for me at being one myself. But it definitely doesn't play all the time. Like that to me, that trope does not play. Like the warrior women who are just regular chicks who trained a bunch and beat up all the guys. Like it's not really realistic usually.
No, especially when you have somebody that, I think Bobby Brown, I think she actually might be a little bit taller. I think she's about your height, but I cannot see her taking on a guy that's like Henry Cavill size, if not like an entire group of guys that are Henry Cavill size,
Oh God, no. There was something in the chat. Someone said you missed Macy's super.
I saw that. I've scrolled back as far as I can.
Yeah,
sometimes I'm not able to catch all of the super chats. I will go back through and read all of the super chats. I just try to highlight them when they come up, but it's not showing up on my StreamYard. So I will get to it. Don't worry. I'm not going to miss anything. I'm going to go back and read all the super chats. But yeah.
Thanks, Baltimore guy gave me a little shout out for. It's been a tough season so far, but thanks, dude. Baltimore guy's our favorite because he sent Chef and I super chat. It just said you guys are fine, comma, and I love it. It's my favorite super chat ever. I have a screenshot of it. We're actually gonna get it framed at some point and make it into a plaque because it was just so random. Like, cause it came in at a time where I think we were saying like, sorry, we had gone off on a tangent or something like that, whatever it was, and so it would have made sense at the time. But of course, we saw it then, didn't read it until much later. So just out of the blue, some guy bothering to send a super chat to say, you guys are fine, is kind of how it read, which was really funny to us anyway. But then it finished with a comma instead of a period, presumably a typo. So it was just like, you guys are fine. And then like cliffhanger, what happens next? It was just like this, it's just so random how it happened. But it just became like the greatest super chat ever on Mindless Entertainment. I like it.
The origin stories.
The origin story. Origin stories are fun. They add a little spice to life, don't they?
And I'll just read the super chat now then, since it's up here. A Baltimore guy, thank you for super chat. Green for my Eagles friends.
Yeah.
And I assume that is a football reference, right?
It is. It is a football reference.
Is football even going on?
Yes, it is actually. They're only just now had their very first cancellation due to COVID. They'll postponement. They have to postpone the Titans game to another time. They're pushing Titans and Steelers back by a day or two because the Titans had a COVID outbreak with their staff and players. So yeah, but otherwise, yep, it's happening. Depending on where the game is being played, they're either playing in with no people in the stadium or anywhere up to like 25% capacity. I don't think many stadiums are much more than that right now. So yeah, it's been weird. I've been watching. It's been weird, definitely. But
Adam Over there. Hey, I sent through Twitter at Weapon 9901. Thank you for the super chat. I'll look at it right now. I only watch football when it's the Super Bowl, and not even then because I don't watch the plane. I just watch the commercials, and I haven't watched the Super Bowl in like years. So,
hey, that's some people's way to do it, and to each his own. Not everyone's gonna like the stuff I like. I get that. And that's fine. So if you enjoy it, great. If you don't, cool.
So this is the Darth Vader. This looks a little bit more like Rebels. I do like this design, or at least the helmet design better, but I like the other.
I liked the body on the other one better too, but I do like the helmet better on this one. I'm with you.
This helmet is better. Just make it match the other design. Make it like how the armor is all rendered and like this. Everything on this is great until you get to the helmet. So just change the helmet on this one and put it on this body.
Yeah.
And make it match.
And
then I think there was this. Okay, I have never seen these movies with the Hellraiser, with the pinhead person.
I have never seen them either.
All I want to do is take those out of Baby Yoda's head. I'm like, unpin Baby Yoda. Unpin him. Looks more like Darth Bane. Yeah, the other one definitely looks more like Darth Bane. Let me actually go back now and get the super chats that I missed because I'm interested in seeing. What's new with you? What's new in life?
Let's see. Pancake has just trucking along. He's doubling down on dolphins as his favorite animal. So if you want to know what a dolphin is, you just gotta watch it. Have you seen his videos?
I have not yet.
All right. So a dolphin, Pancake will tell you that dolphins is his very favorite animal. And it's like a dolphin, but different. And they're very fierce, but very nice. As long as you're nice to them, and they swarm around the ocean and go, ah! And that's a dolphin.
I love the picture that you have for him.
The Pancake pictures?
Mm-hmm. Guys, go subscribe to Ship Pancake because he's almost at 100 subscribers.
I know we're only like, I think 15-ish away right now. So definitely give him a sub. He deserves it. Yeah, we're 13 subs away from 100, which is awesome for this brand new kitty cat. Very, very excited. He's got, how many videos do we have right now? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can share one real quick if you want to see a little bit.
Yeah, pull it up.
Well, let's see. I'll play the Dolphins one since we got a preview of that one. All right, let's see. StreamYard, share screen, Chrome tab. There we go. Okay. Full screen that bitch. So this is what you're missing out on by not subscribing to Pancake the Cat.
Pancake, welcome to my house. It's fun. Hi, Papa. How are you today?
Hi, Pancake. I'm good. Thanks for asking.
Well, that's good. Because I have a question for you for today's show.
Mm-hmm.
And that question is, what's your favorite animal?
Ooh, that's a good question, Pancake. I'm gonna go with a cat because you're a cat.
Really?
Mm-hmm. You are.
Well, I knew I was a cat, Papa. I just didn't know it was your favorite animal.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that makes me feel very loved.
It should because you are.
Thanks, Papa.
So, Pancake, what's your favorite animal?
Oh, Papa, well, that's easy. Mine's a dolphin, of course.
A dolphin, Pancake. We had this talk last week. You mean a dolphin?
No, Papa, you're right. We had this talk, and I explained to you that a dolphin is not a dolphin.
How are they different?
I told you all of that, Papa. They don't even look the same.
What does a dolphin even look like, Pancake?
Papa, it looks a lot like a dolphin, but it's just different. If you looked at it, you'd be able to tell.
Oh. Well, if I could find a picture of one, I'd love to look and tell the difference.
Well, Papa, there's a picture right here in my house. But other than that, of course, you're not going to find pictures of dolphins in other places because they're very, very private. And they've got contracts with everyone to not show their likenesses places. So, they're smart and they protect themselves. So that's why you can't see a picture.
That is pretty smart, but I never knew that's what that was supposed to be on your house. That is fun. It looks just like a dolphin to me.
Yeah, except it's different, Papa. You gotta look because it's not a dolphin. It's clearly a dolphin. Sometimes things look the same, but they aren't. Papa, like me and Jane. We look a lot alike, but we're not the same.
But you're both cats.
Oh,
you're both even brothers.
I guess that was maybe not the best example. Hold on, I'll think of a better one. I promise. Just give me a second. How about pandas? Panda bears, even. Because they're called panda bears, but they're for sure not bears. For sure not. They're not. They're different, but they look a lot like bears, like just like bears in lots and lots of ways, but they're not bears.
Oh, Pancake. Well, how do you know that?
Well, because Jane taught me, of course. Jane knows lots of stuff. But I gotta say, Papa, you're the one that taught me that sometimes people name stuff based on what it looks like, not based on what it is. So that made it a lot easier. Otherwise, I'd have been really, really confused when Jane told me it was called panda bear, but this is a bear. So thanks, Papa, for helping me learn stuff.
Well, Pancake, you're very welcome.
Yeah, Papa, it's just like dolphins and dolphins. See, that's probably why they named dolphins. Because it sounds a lot like dolphins, because they look a lot like dolphins, because they're really similar to dolphins, but they're for sure not dolphins.
Well, Pancake, if they're not dolphins, they don't look like dolphins, what does a dolphin even sound like?
Papa, everybody knows what a dolphin sound is, okay? Everybody knows that dolphins go, ah! Crappy little coat, short little tail, stinky little ears, Pancake. Mom says I'm supposed to tell you to subscribe to my channel and like my videos. Well, I think liking them is kind of up to you, but if you do, I guess there's a button you can push to let me know. So, and you can follow me on Twitter at Pancake. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.
So there's the little boy. That's Pancake. He's a cutie. Yep, I don't know what else to say.
Hello, everybody. It's Pancake, and welcome to my house. That is fun.
Oh, he's still playing. There he goes. Okay, so that's Pancake. Your mic is muted, Anna, just so as you know. I don't know if you know that, because I can't hear you. That's fine. I'll just, do the show then. That's cool. Anyway, that's Pancake the cat, so you guys should definitely go check him out. He is pretty awesome. He does great videos and stuff. That's all. That's all I can tell you about Pancake. It's pretty great. It's pretty. Oh no, Hannah's computer just crashed. I was like, where did she go? It's the Jessi show now. What's up? I'm here to talk about clearly Pancake. I'm just gonna sit here and tell you to subscribe to Pancake. Because it's all I sketch therapy's at a loss for words. Good. You should just subscribe and learn lots of new things, like about how cattails aren't really cat made from cat's tails. And yeah, and you can learn about, what else does he teach you about? More about dolphins, more about what he does for a living. He has many, many jobs. He's very good at them. And he'll introduce you to his brothers. He's pretty exciting. So yes, we're just gonna hang tight until Anna gets back because her computer crashed. But yeah, I think that's all I can tell you about your Pancake. I don't know. That's yeah. Sure. That's it. Anyway, so, yep. I don't know.
I have returned.
I was like, I was just out of things to say. I don't know why. I was like, what to talk about today. I don't know why.
I know. I feel like you and I are both on that groggy level of energy.
Right, where it's like, I know I have shit to do. I gotta go do that. I haven't been paying attention to the news because the news is all politics and politics is stupid. So
yeah, we talked about this a little bit off air. It's like, I genuinely don't fucking care if you don't like who one of the president nominees are. I don't like either of them. You know, I like, as human beings, I'm like, I could give two shits. Like, these people, like, I don't care. I just genuinely don't care. But then when everyone's posting, if you vote for this person, you're a racist Nazi. If you vote for this person, you're a commie. It's like,
I'm so sick of this because both sides right now are saying that, you know, if so-and-so wins the election, democracy in America is dead. So, well, I guess it's dead either way because either if one side wins, 50% of America will say, oh, it's the end, democracy's dead. And if the other one wins, then the other half of America will say the same shit. So what the fuck is the point? Who cares? The democracy's dead. The world is ending. Who gives a crap?
well, I just, like, shit like this never bothers me. But then when I see, like, friends and family posting about it, and it's like, if you vote for this person, you're a racist. And it's like, it's funny because then it's like people that I know are, like, either right-winging or left-winging. And then they're saying that, but it's like, but you have people with different opinions over to your house for dinner, you know? Like, so somebody that I know is, like, the only, like, left-winging person in their family, and they're posting, oh, if you vote for Orange Mad, you're a racist. It's like, so then you're calling your mom and your brother, like, a racist?
Yeah.
And, like, your dad? Like, I just hate that people just nonchalantly post this stuff, but then they get mad and they are unable to take any type of criticism for, like, it's like, okay, well, like, look at the stuff that's going on your side of the fence, you know? And I try to stay as neutral as possible because I genuinely don't care about politics. I have no interest. I'm like, I can't wait for this to be over.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
And also, how different do you think the world would be? Because I personally don't think that that politicians should be making money the way that they're making money. I think that if you want to be in a political office, you should do it like as volunteer work.
I mean, yeah, like, I get the whole, I get that you need to live. Like, I get that it's a full-time job. You can't, the problem with making it pure volunteer and not people being able to make a living.
Well, then they should only be making, like, basically the equivalent of somebody getting a welfare check.
I think that making a living wage is fine. I think they should be making about what, like, teachers or something. I don't think they should be making more than educators. They should be about what, like, public school teachers. The average paycheck for a public school teacher, I think, is fine. But I don't think they should be able to write off so many things. I mean, you look at the amount of shit that gets put into taxpayer dollars. The amount of lavish expenditures of, you know, private vacations, helicopter trips, personal security details for unnecessary vacations and stuff like that. You know, all of these things that they're draining the taxpayers dry with the amount of unnecessary expenditures. And certainly, like, it's easy to follow the numbers and say Trump has been the worst person in the presidency to do that so far, which is 100% true, but it doesn't excuse the other people who maybe to a lesser extent have still been taking advantage and still been, you know, bleeding taxpayers and whatnot. I'm with you 100% that it's it amounts to theft. The way that they're so, it's like, you should not be able to be this casual with our money. You know, these are these are our dollars you guys are playing with. And there needs to be some sort of something to stop people from being that casual about it. I just think it's ridiculous.
Well, see, okay, this is what I would do, is if you want to run for a political office, because I do not trust people that, like, they're career politicians, because I'm like, you have an agenda, and you have, like, you know that you're going to get a certain amount of money from this, and there's a little bit of narcissism that goes into that, because you want to, like, you feel like you're the best pick for the job, and you're the person that, you know, basically marketing yourself, right? And there was this one, I can't remember it verbatim, but it's the people that should, or that want to be in power shouldn't, and the people that don't want it should. Yep. And it had to do, like, when I was learning about, like, the fall of the Roman Empire, and it's like, everyone that wanted to be in power was just going to make it shitty, and then the people that didn't want it, like, actually knew how to lead and were probably going to be better leaders.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, that really hit me when I was learning about it. But I'm like, okay, let's say you're making just enough to, like, live, like, you're getting paid maybe the same salary as a teacher, like, maybe between 40 to 60K, like, that is generous. Like, you can have a,
especially because much of your expenses are like travel expenses and certain things are covered in that position too.
So what I would say then is have, you know, you make maybe that much, that honestly, I think it would just be a little bit, I don't know, if they had to volunteer, all the people that are doing it wouldn't be doing it. They'd be finding something else because they want that paycheck and they want the attention to some extent. And that makes it very hard to weed out people that actually do it because of merit and that they care about it. Yeah. But so what I would say in that sense, that if they're worried about security and traveling, okay, then you guys all just have to live in one place. It has to be like a secret bunker, a secret location with super security. But then you guys can all live there for a certain amount of time whenever you guys convene. And so your housing is paid for, your food is paid for, and you guys don't have to travel because everyone's in one place. And you guys have this amount of money for when, you know, and also like a pension for when you need to retire and stuff. But I think it would be very different, and it wouldn't be as cutthroat or conniving like it is now.
Well, there's something to be said for that, about basically saying, if you want to be a public servant, be a public servant, you know?
Yes.
Be literally that, you know? Make your entire life, for whatever period that you are in public service, about the service to the people. Stop making it about your celebrity. Stop making it about you and pandering to your base and getting votes, you know, because it's some sort of popularity contest. And yeah, go through, you know, even if it means extreme circumstances like the ones you suggested, to keep the process fair. I think we so desperately need some impartiality in lawmaking today. And I think, yeah, without all these monetary incentives, without all these popularity-based incentives, all these other incentives, I think you're able to do that. But yeah, when it becomes just about me, you don't have that impartiality anymore. I think you're 100% on the money with that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't trust anyone that's a politician, and I think that was one thing that, like, Obi-Wan said to, like, to Anakin, is like, no, like, you can't really trust Padme. She's a politician, and Anakin's like, no, even though Padme was a good person.
Sure.
And I think Padme was already wealthy, but we didn't really get to see more of that side of her. She just seemed like a very, like, genuinely good person, which is very rare when you have politicians, because most of the time they're like Palpatine.
Yep.
And so that's why I just, every time there's an election, it's gotten worse and worse as I've gotten older, because then my friends start talking about it and it just blows up my feed. And I'm like, they're all terrible people, no matter what side of the fence they're on. So I don't care. Like, get this shit off. Stop accusing people of being basically the embodiment of all fucking evil. And then after this election's over, you're going to forget that you said all of that. But guess what? I'm still going to remember that you said A, B, and C about an entire group of people, that you're judging an entire group of people based on who they're going to vote for. And, you know, some people are in a situation where it's like somebody that I know, they vote purely based on what the price of their medication is going to be. And it's like very, very specific on what policy is going to go through based on what president is going to make changes to, you know, their own medical insurance policy, so that way they can afford to stay alive.
Yeah, I mean that's a reasonable.
And people are in situations like that where they're voting for, maybe they don't necessarily like who they're going to vote for, but they have to vote for that person based on what policy they're going to put through.
Sure, I mean that's very valid too, and that's one of the things I always say. Like I was even saying that to Jeff this morning. I have no problems who you're voting for, as long as you are realistic to the fact that they're not a fucking saint or a god or a magician or any of these, or the savior of this country or any other BS that people try to frame around both of the candidates. They're just candidates. They're just politicians. They're self-interested, self-centered, and if not more so than any other politician. What's the this business of acting like they're that's what I can't stomach. If you want to pitch to me why you're voting for Trump or why you're voting for Biden, and you have reasons, like Anna, like you just said, Anna, like if there's a specific issue that affects your life, or there's certain policy things that you do like, and you're voting for them, then great. But if you can't think of a single negative thing to say, you can't think of a single serious criticism about either candidate, then or about the candidate that you're supporting, then I don't want to hear from you, because you're not being realistic. You're not being honest with me or yourself.
Well, I had a friend that was like just bitching about Orange Man bad, but it had to do with like stuff here in California. And I had to explain, and I'm like, I hate politics and I try to avoid them like the plague. But I'm like, the thing you're complaining about doesn't have anything to do with the president. That's a state taxing issue that has to do with our governor. So, I mean, and I hate defending politicians, but I'm just like, and I mean, this is something that I'll do for, whether regardless on if the president was Hillary Clinton, let's say Hillary won. It doesn't change the fact that the thing that like the person that I'm talking about was complaining about a state issue, not a federal issue, but they're blaming the president. And so many people are ignorant. I'm like, that's not how like taxes work. That's a state tax, but you're trying to blame it on the president when that has nothing to do with the president. That has something to do with our governor and our state legislation.
Yeah, exactly. No, people are so effing stupid about that stuff, and it's like, yeah,
but they're so definitive, like they won't, and that's what frustrates me so much, and it goes on both sides of the fence. It's like people won't listen to like, well, hey, like if you actually I know you read like one article on Google or on BuzzFeed, but if you go do your research, like this is actually how the world works. But then people that do that, they have no idea. Like somebody was complaining about farm. So here's a big thing. In California, the water rights are a complete nightmare. But so what happened, which is a very funny story, when California got bought by the US and the way that they were working out property, they said whatever you go and make a fence around, that's your property, like once we sign over this. So this one dude went up California and made a whole fence around the entire Central Valley of California.
Nice.
So that is like a certain like district now, and so that is where all the water goes. So all the farms there are good, but everyone south of where that fence was made, they don't get water. Their farms can't get certain amounts of water because it all goes down to like Los Angeles and Southern California. Yeah. So when you go on this one stretch of the Highway 5, you'll see all these like billboards from farmers saying like about water and how like you can't grow food without water, but because all of that water is going to Southern California. Huh. And so it's like all of these things that are saying like farmers for Orange Man as compared to farmers for this other person. And it's because if you vote a certain way, it fixes the water. And I don't know too much about this. I just know because my family are all farmers, but they're within the safe zone. And so they're like, they don't get affected by it. But it's just one of those things where like people complain about that, but I'm like, but you don't understand why, because you don't know the history of the water rights and how it's very political on why Los Angeles and like Orange County, where me and Jessi live, get all this water and it's going down here instead of going to farms. And that's why it's like, oh, we need to separate the state into like different sections, which is never going to happen. But people that talk about that, it's like, but you don't understand like why certain things are the way that they are. And it's on both sides of the fence, but people just, they see like a meme or something on Instagram and they just like retweet it or reshare it to their page. And they don't understand the ramifications of their actions, you know?
Oh God, no, of course not. They don't understand the full context. They don't understand. And that's why I think it's always so ignorant. And when people want to argue again, add these absolutist statements about Trump this and Trump that, or Biden this and Biden that. It's like you're making this statement based on your own person. I get like I'm all for this. It's like the flip side of the fact that people vote for issues that affect them directly. The flip side of that is people who don't understand that there are those who have these issues that affect them directly and are voting because of that. They just refuse to understand that or acknowledge that that's a possibility, and want to just disavow any human being that doesn't, subscribe to their politics.
Exactly. And it's so frustrating. And I mean, there's plenty of people that I know that, voted for Obama because they wanted that medical aid that he had with Obamacare. And they were like lifelong, Republicans, but then they voted for him because it's like, what are you going to do if you have bad health? There's nothing you can do. It's your lot in life. And so I'm not going to judge a person on who they vote for because everyone has their reasons. And here's the thing. I have no idea who Jessi's voting for. Absolutely no idea. And I'm not going to ask her either because it doesn't matter. I have no idea who Jeff is voting for. I have no idea who, my sister is voting for. I don't know. Everyone in the chat, I have no fucking idea who you're voting for if you're even in America. And guess what? I don't fucking care because who you vote for doesn't define you. Everyone has their own reasons for doing stuff. And I'm not going to judge a person because I haven't had to live a day in their shoes.
Hey, fucking men. Seriously.
So it's been just really irritating me, people posting. Like it's one in particular where it's going around where it's like, oh, if you vote for Orange Man, you're a racist. And I'm like, so you're calling like people that I'm related to a racist, even though they've been nothing but kind to you.
Exactly. No, it's that absolutism to me is utter BS. I just, like I said, I don't peddle in absolutes. I ain't no Sith, in spite of the impression I occasionally may give off.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely don't care. If you're gonna vote for Orange Man, great for you. If you're gonna vote for what's Biden's nickname? Dementia Dude. I think I saw that on a meme somewhere.
Say take your pick. I mean, they've been pretty.
I know. I don't care if you're gonna vote for the right. I don't care if you're gonna vote for the left, or if you're gonna vote for an elephant or a donkey. I don't care. It's not gonna change my opinion of you in any way, shape, or form. Oh, Sleepy Joe. If you're gonna vote for Orange Man or Sleepy Joe, I don't care because guess what? In another 4 years, there's gonna be another election, and it's just gonna happen again. And it's not what's going on right now. It's going to be completely different in 4 years, but it's going to be the same song and dance, just about a different person.
Same shit, different.
I don't care. And I think it's so stupid judging on a person based on who they're going to vote for in an election that's only going to, it's going to end in November. And then it's like, oh, are you going to say, oh, because you thought this person was a racist or this person was a communist. But you're still going to go in and work with that person and go get coffee together. It's like, interesting.
Right, exactly. Are you gonna stick to your guns when this is blown over? Is it gonna matter to you then, or are you just another fucking hypocrite? And the answer, of course, is you're just another fucking hypocrite. I just really hate when people. It's like if you're gonna say something, fucking say it. Back up your words. Like if you're gonna straight up say, okay, you're calling somebody a racist, and you're calling an entire. Half of the United States of America are racist, or you're calling half of the United States of America communists. Okay, you better fucking put your money where your mouth is. Back that shit up. Exactly. Back that shit up. I don't see Biden with a Chairman Mao flag. I don't see Trump with a swastika on his,
This is what identity politics are. Yeah, I know, Captain Rex, and it absolutely infuriates me. I get pissed off when I see it in my Star Wars movies or in my Star Trek movies or in any fucking media that didn't have it. And it's one thing where it's like, yes, in Star Trek they did talk about political issues, but they did it with aliens that fit within their universe.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. It doesn't take away from the story or the characters.
Exactly. Allegory is there for you to see it if you want and for you to ignore it if you don't care about the message. That's why it works, and that's why it's good storytelling, good filmmaking. It doesn't work when you just spell shit out and beat people over the head with it, which is how all of our commentary is today.
It's just so bothering me because since it usually wouldn't bother me if it wasn't people that I know directly and I'm seeing it on both sides of the fence. But it's like, I know that they're not going to practice what they preach. And it's like,
Of course not.
I get it. We're all stuck in home because of COVID, but just go into this form of radical. What can you say the word?
Radicalization.
Huh?
Radicalization.
Thank you. Radicalization. I can't fucking talk right now. I'm getting tongue-tied. If you go to that length, it's like, do you not understand that you're becoming the exact evil that you're accusing other people of becoming?
Exactly. Unfortunately, we're seeing it happen in some of the fandom menace channels too. Even more people who were always very anti-political are now becoming extremely political, and it sucks because it's like, it's infecting our community as well. It sucks to see it.
You'll have to tell me who that is off air, because maybe I am just living under a rock, or I try to avoid stuff, so I'm not.
I mean, avoiding stuff is always the best policy, but I'll definitely, for the rest of you guys, if you're curious, just look around. You'll see. These people are not being subtle or quiet about it, so just look around. You'll see who it is. But yeah, that's.
Mindless Entertainment, can we vote for Jessi and Anna for 2020? No, I have no fucking desire to do that shit. Hell no. I unless you said, hey, you get to be the president, but you get to work in the Justice League spaceship in outer space, that is the only fucking way I would ever do it. I'm like, if I get to rule from outer space, yes. If I get to go to Mars, yes, but I have no desire to ever be in any form of a political situation. No fucking way. Keep that shit away from me. Keep that cancerous bullshit away from me. Do you see, and not to get vain or anything, but do you see how fast that shit ages you from the stress? You can see Obama when he joined or when he became president versus when he left. Holy fuck, no! I don't want to be under that kind of stress where I age by 20 years and 8 years. Hell no! I got enough issues in my own life.
Exactly.
I don't want to deal with an entire country's issues. Fuck that.
Exactly.
Oh my god! Just getting around to doing my taxes was stressful enough. I am not dealing with an entire country's problems.
Yeah, writing the tax code for the whole country. Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, fuck, no.
I'm still trying to figure out how to apply the existing tax code to my life. So
I know it's like, no, fuck that. Oh my god, no! I don't wish that upon anyone. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Tanks, but no tanks.
But that being said, I think if my dad was in charge of the entire planet, it would be world peace and everyone would get along and it would be the best world ever. So
so I could believe
that. Let me go back to my super chats. Sorry guys, I know that that was technically a political conversation, but I feel like it was fuck.
Anti-political though. It doesn't count.
There we go. I'll talk about politics, and then I'm very much against politics and politicians. Also, guys, I'm just gonna leave this up here while I go subscribe to my art channel. Go subscribe. It's at 802. So close. Also, where are you at? What's it? I know oh, here we go. Ship Pancake. Ship Pancake is at 88. So go subscribe to Ship Pancake as well. Let me just get these both open. So go subscribe. Let's get Jessi and what the hell just happened? Let's get Jessi up to 100, and let's try to get try to get Jessi to 1,000 too. But I think it's very doable getting it over 100 because it's only 12 away. Only 12 away.
Totally do it. Yeah.
So everyone go over and subscribe to Ship Pancake. The link is right here in the chat. I'm going to pull up another tab and read super chats. Let's do a quick update just to see while I was pulling those up. If anyone did, come on, go subscribe to Ship Pancake. Go subscribe to Ship Pancake. And then right there. So close. There's 174 people watching. Everyone go over and sub. Let me pull up some super chats.
Numbers nice and easy.
Okay, let's see. Mr. Another, thank you for the super chat. Even though you did not say anything, I still appreciate it. Michael Fedor Show, thank you for the super chat. Super chat tip, just because. Oh, and hello, Jess.
Oh, hello. Thanks for the chat.
Rob Wallen, thank you for the super chat. Anna, how much to eat that ass? That's disgusting. But thank you for the super chat. The hunky, chunky, funky monkey, thank you for the super chat. Should I buy 11-ounce candy corn for £8? Never had it before. So need to know if it's worth it. Fuck yes, go buy it.
It really depends on your taste, though, because candy corn is like a hit or miss for people. So it's a miss for me. I'm like,
no, disavow.
I really don't like it. I can eat a few pieces, especially if it's the chocolate kind. I can deal with that one a little bit better. But for the most part, it's a mystery. I don't like the waxiness. I don't like that like sickly artificial sweetness to it. It's just not for me.
It is absolutely fantastic. It's like frosting. You will love it, especially if you eat it the way that I do. Jessi says no, I say yes.
You melt it and like spread it on cupcakes or some shit.
I do not. I just like to eat it. I don't like to melt it.
If you've never had it before, yeah, it's worth it just to try it once. You know, it's a ridiculously sized bag, but I'm sure if you don't like it, someone else, you can give it away.
Adam Ofer, thank you for 2 super chats in a row. I want Thrawn. The rest I don't care for, unless Mara Jade. I would ask if you've read all of them. Revan is fantastic. I love Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. You know, I like Mara Jade, but my favorite character in those was Talon Card. I thought he was fantastic. Bane is good. The first book of Bane is really good. The second one is meh, and the third one is meh. The second one is I didn't like after the first book of Darth Bane, I didn't like the other two. But the story is there. If you just scrap the second 2 books and just retell the story in a much better way, it could work. But I didn't like what it was. And I know that it was rushed. Like the author only had like 6 months to write the second one. It shows.
Oh, it's too bad.
Yeah, but the first Darth Bane book is absolutely fantastic. So I would highly recommend that. But yeah, to each their own. Let's see. And your second one was, hey, Anna, you know why you don't... Oh, yeah, that's a Mickey said. Well, thank you for that. Let's see. Let's go. Macy Venderson, thank you, Mr. Howdy, just got home from work. How are y'all? I'm good.
Yay. Well, I'm glad we got to read that from you, Macy. I am doing all right, and I'm glad you're here listening. So it's always a treat to see you here.
There you go. And then Adam Mulford, thank you for the super chat. And it says, hey, I sent through Twitter. I think I read that one too. Let me update it, see if there was any I missed, because I think that there might. Okay, there we go. Now it just updated. Okay, so all of the ones that I've missed since then is the Leviathan. Thank you for the super chat. The ones who don't want power most deserve it. Anna, that Star Wars girl, hashtag Anna, that Star Wars girl 2020, make America cute again, make America smart again. Well, thank you. I need to find the exact quote and like use that because I think it's a great analogy for it. Dax Morgan, thank you for the super chat. Anna, just wondering if you got Baby Yoda art gift. Drunks was sent before yours and still hasn't gotten his. I have not received it, but I haven't been to my P.O. box in like a week or so. But thank you for that. I'm excited to see it. I love my Baby Yoda. I love my Baby Yoda.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Did you crash? Oh, God. She must crash again.
It did not crash. I accidentally clicked update.
I was like, what happened? It's very quiet and you're gone. Like, what do I do?
So we are just about at we're a little bit over the 2-hour mark. So I am going to pull up. Let's check and see if anyone has been awesome and subscribed to Ship Pancake and gotten Ship Pancake past 88 subscribers. And also if we can get my channel up to 1,000. Again, the first video is going to be launched tomorrow at noon. I'm so excited for Inktober. So let's do a little update. Let's see if anyone has subbed. Hey, one person. Thank you to that one person. You're awesome.
You're a hero and you won't regret it. I'm excited. I'm going to be watching tomorrow too.
Yay.
I love your
You guys are awesome. And then let's see if Ship Pancake broke. 88. Let's do it. Let's do it. Big money, big money, big money. Let's update. Let's update. Hey, 93.
Oh my goodness. Thank you guys. I guess you guys liked what you saw. I really appreciate that. Wow. That's awesome. Keep it coming, and you won't be disappointed. He's gonna be.
Oh my gosh. Go subscribe over to Ship Pancake. I just dropped the link. We only need 7 people to get it to 100. We are so close. Guys, come on. If everyone goes over and subs to Ship Pancake, we will stay on for another 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you guys don't know the origin story of Ship Pancake, so my sister's cat had kittens, and they were she had a very large litter, and she didn't have enough milk for all of them, and so I was taking care of them because they were sick as well. And Jessi, I knew that she has a deep love for tuxedo cats, and I was just kind of like, you're not allowed to go back home without taking one.
She straight up, she was like, do you want one? And I was like, I gotta think it over. Maybe, like, you can probably talk me into it. But and then by the time I headed up there, she was like, all right, so I've got a nursing bottle for you. I've got all this stuff. I'm like, ready to go with the kitten. I'm like, shit, I guess I'm coming home with a kitten. And then we go over there, and I'm working on telling the chick, I'm like, okay, is this the one you wanted me to take? Is that what got these 2 tuxie boys are both so gosh damn cute? And Jane was originally the one I was going to take. He was the first one I'd picked up, and he was the one I was going to take. And a little Mal, a.k.a. Pancake, he was one. Do you remember we had them on the counter? I was helping you nurse them.
Yeah.
On the counter, and he decided that he was going to see what this edge was and decided to jump off the counter. That was little bitty self right there. So that was one of my first impressions of Pancake, was already a little troublemaker. So I guess I should have known what I was getting myself into.
Yeah, and then she's like, which one do I pick? And I was like, just take both of them. And she's like, I can't go home with 2 cats. I'm like, but they're so little and they're so cute and they got to pick.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm going with 2 damn cats, aren't I? And she's like, are you really? And I'm like, maybe. Texted all my friends. And I was like, is 2 cats a terrible idea? And I think most of I can't remember what they said. I was like, I think I'm coming home with 2 cats. And they're like, okay. And I was like, you're not really giving me a lot of pushback. So I guess I'm coming home with 2 cats now. Pancake's giving me a look. He's like, Mom, I know you're talking about me. I can hear you.
Let's do a little update. Let's see if we broke 100 subscribers. Hey, 102.
Oh my God. Thank you guys so much. Jeff, Pancake has 102 subscribers. So many subscribers.
Congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations, Pancake. Hooray for you. He's looking at me. He's like, do I get something special like a treat or a treat or to go outside more or all this stuff?
Can you hold him up and have him say thank you?
Sure, yeah. Let me put on my shirt real quick.
And guys, if you haven't, go subscribe over to my art channel as well. So I have 3 channels right now. I have my main one, which all of you lovelies are watching on. And then I have my live channel, which is where I re-upload my live streams. And so that's where all that is. And then I have this one, which is going to be specifically for my art. Because whenever I post an art video, I get everyone, the feedback is just all positive. I rarely ever get negative feedback on it, and if I do, it's always a troll. And you would think it's with YouTube, it's well, if this is getting 99.9% positive feedback, you would want to push that in the algorithm, right? YouTube's like, hey, you did an art video that everyone likes, fuck you, we're gonna shadow it.
I mean, that's like me. When my videos do super well, YouTube's like, oh, you did a video with an 100% like margin. I guess we should unsubscribe 50 people from your channel.
Yeah. So I just decided to do a dedicated art channel for it. Oh, and here we go. Say thank you.
Hello, everybody. I don't know where you are, so I'm just going to look at a lot of places, and hopefully I'll look at all of you. I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. It really means a lot. I've been working really hard. It's a lot of fun sometimes, but it is weird because I got to sit in the same spot for over and over and be patted. And it's difficult because I'm on this weird green sheet. It's not as comfy as some of the other things I usually lie on, but it's still pretty comfy, so I guess it's okay. But anyway, I just want to say thank you so much for subscribing. It means the world to me. And go watch all my videos because I like them, and I hope you do too. And thanks, you Pancake.
Berserker Cat says that he was a number 100.
Woo! Good for you, Berserker. All right, I'm gonna try my camera. My light is garbage today.
Let's do another update. Let's see if we got Ship Pancake up. Hey, by 2 more. So Ship Pancake's almost at 105. And then let's check out. Let's see if my art channel went up at all. We were at 803. Let's update. 807. Thank you so much, guys. I'm gonna have to like post it on Twitter again. I'm super excited.
I'm excited too.
Let's see. So we have 5 minutes. We owe everyone. So at 2:30 is when we will end it. So what do you want to talk about for 5 minutes, Jess?
Let's see, 5 whole minutes. So Jeff and I are getting ready to start migrating into Twitch land because we're going to have even video gaming, and it's like, well, let's do that Twitch life. Why not? I've been enjoying it. It's like I need something. I get very addicted to video gaming very quickly, which is why I don't do a lot of it. Because I'm the person who will sit there for like 12 hours and be like, oh shit, the day's gone. Whoops, can I play more? So I'm like, all right, if we're doing this, we got to do it on Twitch and try to like actually make, monetize this and stuff. Otherwise, I can't justify spending this amount of time playing video games.
Yeah.
So that's what we're working on now, which is fun. I'm also I don't know if you've heard any of this stuff. Somebody reached out to me and they've heard some things. Google, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter are all in conversation. I know, some of Google owns YouTube, obviously, and whatnot, but all of the different platforms are in conversation right now about establishing more guidelines for what you can and can't say, or what is considered harassment and hate speech and all this stuff on their platforms. So basically, it sounds like a lot of our mainstream social media is going to lean more into censorship, lean more into that kind of stuff. I'm already fairly certain my channel's been a victim of that push. And so don't be surprised if you see, your other creators that you enjoy, running into these issues with YouTube. I do think that they are. And when you look at YouTube now, you look at your, like, the recommendeds, you look at the popular videos and whatnot. You got Warner Brothers uploading these look really cool, but they're these like hour, whatever long documentaries. You've got more and more celebrities every day coming onto YouTube. YouTube is becoming less and less, everybody's platform, and more a platform for celebrities, a platform for established. It's basically, it's turning into a networking device for people who already have platforms, who already have voices, who already have, more money than they'll ever need. So I'm working on looking at alternatives. I'm recommending to everyone I know, you as well, Anna, and looking at alternatives, because I'm staring down the reality that, at some point in the next maybe year, I'm just going to get deplatformed randomly out of the blue for being, a hate speech channel or something like that, promoting racism or whatever it is, whatever terrible thing I do on this channel. And I want to have a contingency plan when that happens, because I don't want to just get kicked out of my livelihood. So
yeah, I don't blame you.
Yeah,
and I did hear a little bit about that. I just didn't know the severity of it, which is very alarming.
Yes, I wanted to talk to you. I'll tell you some more stuff off air too, but I wanted to talk to you about this specifically today too. So, and Ultimate Agent 25 says, Mary Mayhem just went live. Shall we raid her? Well, we're gonna.
Yes, we shall. And I just saw that too. Let me read the super chat. Hey, Glenn, thank you for the super chat. You both have kept me entertained on my 2-hour drive home. Well, I'm glad that we did. I hope that you drove safely and we were able to keep you awake. Let me do an update, and then we'll go check out Mary. Okay, so let's update. Let's see. Hey, 811. Thank you so much, everyone. I really appreciate that. And let's check out Ship Pancake if Ship Pancake has gone up. I'm really excited. Again, the first video is going to launch tomorrow at noon, and we're still at 104. So thank you guys so much. Let's go look. Mary Mayhem.
Yeah. Mary Mayhem.
She's doing. Oh, Disney sucks. Okay, so let's everyone go over there.
Oh God! Okay, that was loud.
That was you. Everyone, go over here and raid Mary and say that's Star Wars Girl and Jessi raid, or the Matriarchy raid.
Sent you. That's right. Let them know.
The Matriarchy raid.
I'm giving them their fair warning. The Matriarchy is coming. That's all they get from me. Yes, guys. Wow, a 2-hour drive home. I hope that's not like your regular commute or anything, but I'm glad we were able to keep you entertained, Aileen. That's nice. That's why we do. Literally that is why we do this. We do this to entertain you guys. I'm
gonna spam the shit out of her right now.
Yeah. Wow.
Everyone go over and spam Mary. The link I posted in this chat. Everyone go over and spam her.
Nice. I see.
They're talking about the Disney the Disney shit. Yeah,
Oh,
so Disney sent out an email to all of their employees that they're going to do cutbacks, but the executives are going to have a restored paycheck, but then they're going to lay off
28,000 people.
28,000 people. It is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, I understand because, they're not making business. So, like, when your business is going bad, you do have to make cutbacks. But if you're going to do that, you got to cut the executive salaries as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you find out if people actually cared about the company that they're working for. But everyone, go over, smash the like button on Mary's stream. Let's get it up. Let's also get, there's 135 people watching. Everyone, go raid the Mary's Wednesday Night Mayhem.
Do it. And then in an hour, it's time to come over to Drunk 3PO for your Star Trek. Are you guys still doing that tonight?
Yes. We are actually watching the episode with Khan. So we're gonna watch.
Oh, nice.
We're gonna watch Taste of Armageddon, which is one of my favorite episodes. And well, actually, the Space Age is one of my favorite episodes too. So we're gonna be watching some really good episodes tonight.
Awesome. So you got streaming lined up for the next several hours.
I do.
Because
right now, go raid Mary, and then later on, go raid Drunk 3PO. Jessi, is there anything you'd like to say before we say goodbye to everyone?
Just thank you again for all the love and support for Pancake. Keep supporting, keep watching. He has new content all the time. So,
Thank you so much, everyone. We really appreciate it. And next week, it's going to be on Jessi's channel for episode 22 of the Matriarchy. Today was 21. So, everyone, thank you so much for watching. Thank you much for being here, and have a great rest of your night, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone.
Our show is
I'll tell you
over.
where I thought I came in the forest, when the lightsaber goes like this and flies off. I said, oh, what a great entrance. Ah! Ray caught it? She hasn't even been to Dagobah for training.